It's episode 40. Can we do something? We're getting it. This show was gonna have a plot when Inoue was announced. That's not true. Inoue writes plots. He just doesn't finish them.
Oh no. Well, look forward to the last 5 episodes where suddenly everything in the fucking world happens.
For the last 2 episodes, okay?
The last yeah. I'm being very overly generous. Maybe the last 3 if you're lucky. I'm trying to remember when 5's plot started.
Is Sentai ever gonna have a plot again?
No! Never! Doesn't matter. Who cares? Who needs it to be fucking engaging? Fuck off.
Fuck off.
Take your dumb gags and get out. That's all you need. This is the first Donbrothers episode we finished where I'm actually kind of in a bad mood that we watched it.
That was definitely not a good episode.
I'm actually unhappy.
Yeah, I'm not.
I spent my time on that. That was useless.
Wasn't crazy about
garbage.
Just the episode Inoue wrote or directed at or near his birthday. Well, good for him. His birthday present was making a shitty episode. I mean, it wasn't like bad. It was just like I'm tired of gag episodes.
To be honest, I don't know if this is even strictly Donbrothers' fault, but I think it hit on the fucking Zenkaija gag fatigue that has still never really dissipated. When we watched Kirame versus Zenkai, by the time I got to the end of that, I was right back to being as sick of the dumb gags as I was when the show finished.
I liked that movie, despite
I liked
it.
When we watched it, like when it started, I was like, "Oh yeah, this is funny." And by the time we got to the end, I was like, "Okay, I'm right back to being very happy, never seeing another gag like this again."
Yeah.
Like it took all the months we've been watching Donbrothers for me to build up that much like more patience for it, and then it was like, okay, I'm immediately done again.
Divisive episode from the chat today.
Yeah,
divisive reactions from we hate it and everyone else liked it.
Yeah, it's hard being right all the time, you know.
I mean, it wasn't bad in a different. If this episode had come out like 20 episodes ago, I'd be like, that was awesome. Yes. It's episode 39. I'm not asking for a lot, but I am asking for like escalation.
More than this. We do have time, clearly. We're gonna make time, but like, what was the point? Nothing happened. I think I resent that the most for the little bits where like they actually, God forbid, had like character moments, and then it just ended in them doing the literal cartoon gag of them getting smacked around into the floor a lot. Like it was almost mocking me. I felt just being like, "Hey, look at if this show had characters." That's unfair. They are more characters than than the fucking Kikainoids, but like,
was Rider good this week? Is it ever good?
It was fine. It was fine.
You know that fucking Star Wars comic panel when Obi-Wan is like, "As fucking dinner good this week?" and Anakin's like, "Is it ever good, Master?"
Yeah.
Actually, no. To be honest, I like we've been liking Geats. I think that was the weakest episode of Geats in a minute.
Yeah, there were good bits. There were bits I liked, but the overall that suffered the most from being part one of something.
Yeah, the overall viewing experience on that episode wasn't very high.
Nah.
Like the individual moment-to-moment viewing experience was pretty boring, actually.
Yeah, not a lot.
I feel like Geats is starting to develop this problem, and it is kind of funny when they do it with the Game Master thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like they're drawing on the spectacle of things that aren't spectacular anymore. How many times do they have to focus like a 20-second shot on the Yamato henching? That's been in the show for 5 episodes now. It's not interesting to me anymore. It's just a fact of life now, right?
Yeah.
Like, did you notice?
I know.
Like the Yamatos are using our belts. Like, they've been fucking doing that for like 3 episodes. It's not fucking. It's probably interesting to kids. I don't know. Kids have short attention spans.
I guess so. I don't know. I feel like that would have been like because a lot of the stuff, not
It
to relate
feels
to
like the
Power
show
Rangers,
keeps
but my experience
reiterating.
watching Toku, like watching Power Rangers as a kid, was on DVD, and there were definitely episodes when I would rewatch them, I'd be like, I'm gonna skip that one. That one was boring. Like even when I was a kid, and that would have been one of those. I would have been like, that was boring. I don't need to watch that
I don't
again.
really think it's an issue of being an adult. I think it's just an issue of that, like the
It
show
was.
keeps reiterating itself.
I would have been more impressed with
It's
Command, perhaps, if
it didn't suck.
if it didn't suck. I don't like Command one bit, actually. I was gonna. I honestly, I can't. I don't store forms. I actually have stored zero visual information about Revice in my head, but it feels like this is the first form where I've been like, I just universally don't like what this is doing in quite a while since whatever the fuck Thunder Chaos.
Thunder gas. Well, you liked
Thunder Gay.
Volcano.
Um, no, I didn't. We watched those episodes, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say I never saw Volcano. I didn't because it wasn't in the fucking show, but you know. Oh.
I wasn't impressed with this week's superhero time overall.
No.
Geats just felt like part one of whatever, and Donbrothers was just a joke.
Yeah,
Maybe I
not
need
one
to
I
just
found terribly
stop. I
funny.
just need to stop expecting the show to at any point take itself seriously. Like
It was annoying because
I keep getting suckered into it by in a way,
yeah,
being like, this time
yeah,
I'm gonna take it seriously. Okay, this time's gonna be serious. Okay, and then he doesn't take it seriously.
and he doesn't. Again, that was the most and like that was the point of my unhappiness with that episode was like highest was especially the bit with Tsuyoshi where he was like, you know, he actually kind of had a moment where he was like, no, I'm gonna fight and like be serious, and then just immediately,
Yeah,
you know, I was like, oh, I kind of felt it. I was like, I was invested. I was like, fucking go for it, do something cool, you know? No, no,
it's not. I'm not saying the shows suck. Like I'm not even. This is not even a blanket statement. Like
just those
overall, I
episodes.
like Dawn Brothers. Like
Yeah,
I will
we've
when Dawn
been.
Brothers ends, unless they really blow it, which I don't.
Mm,
Even if they do blow the ending, I think I'd still look back on like 90% of Dawn Brothers very positively. I had a fun time watching the show,
absolutely.
despite the incredible upward climb it had to make because I fucking hated Inoue.
Yeah,
Um,
we were perhaps. I think we were at our pinnacle of hating Inoue when it came out that he was announced for
yeah.
this.
Um, um, and I think Geats is like going to be fine. Like overall, I'm like mostly satisfied with Geats. Like big picture wise, but like week to week, it leaves a lot to be desired.
Mm.
I feel like we had that problem with 0-1 too. Come to think of it, I feel like a
Yeah,
lot of people were really not vibing with 0-1 week to week, especially during the middle of the show.
yeah, yeah,
But I think a lot of people I think people who weren't watching those arcs week to week or like went back in retrospect realized that they were a lot stronger than we like those arcs were a lot stronger than we gave them credit for because you could see the big picture or you can
yeah.
see like the entire workplace competition arc thing, you know, that part.
Yeah,
Like if you
that
see the whole big
definitely
picture of
in.
that from beginning to end and you sit down and you can watch the entire arc in like 3 hours, it goes down smoother than having that segmented over like 8 fucking weeks.
Yeah, that went on. That was doing this thing for a very long time, which I
Yeah.
think is why it was. I remember it was a big complaining point for a while around when it was on,
Yeah,
and I think it
it
was
was a
less than
huge issue.
it.
Like it was a
It
huge
was,
contested issue.
and I feel like looking back, the problem was not so much any like the material content as much as the way it was presented. Because
Yeah.
we're having, like you say, we're having the same issue with Geats now, where it's like that was a bit of something. If nothing else, 0-1 kind of has prepared us because I'm less like, well, I'm not having that same frustration because I know that there is gonna be a part two to it.
Yeah.
But like still not particularly satisfying as a viewing
Yeah,
experience.
Geats might be better on a rewatch, but it is a good point that watching is bringing up that like if a show that's meant to be viewed episodically is not engaging on a episodic basis, it has on some level failed. Like,
Yeah, that is probably fair to say, I think.
But
Takahashi's clearly trying. He's always
trying
experimenting.
something.
It seems he's trying something. He routinely iterates on his format.
I would prefer,
and this is his latest one.
This version of Takahashi's writing style to his version of his writing style in X-Aid, where every episode felt like it needed to be like a banger, like even if they weren't, but like, you know, like in like the middle of X-Aid, like Takahashi tried to like knock it out of the park with some huge revelation every single fucking episode, even if nothing was worth actually discussing in the narrative. He stopped doing that because that was super annoying. Really, when like every time of Dan Kuroto screaming like a fucking asshole in the middle of a goddamn desert, about nothing, like, or about like something that like every other character or like the audience has known for like 6 weeks, and it's like there's no impact to it, even though like clearly this show is trying to hype up the impact. He learned to stop doing that in 01 for the most part, where like episodes of 01 were just allowed to tell the story naturally going forward. So like I think that Geats is his latest attempt to sort of tell a serialized ongoing story. It's just I don't think he's quite nailed exactly down how to pace that yet. And I don't even want to blame Takahashi for that entirely, because he did also have to spend 5 minutes that episode with the command buckle. That's not his fault.
True.
He had to do
can't
that.
Help that.
They made him do that. Like he doesn't have a choice in that one. Like if anything, this episode was poorly paced because they had to spend 5 minutes of it at the end showing off the stupid new toy, you know.
Yeah. It sucks how often that comes up as a problem.
Yeah, it's like the most glaring unfixable issue in tokusatsu.
Yeah, and it feels kind of recent, you know.
Well, it is. It's getting worse all the time, but it is a fundamentally unfixable issue. There is there's no solution to that problem. Like, unless you are a smart enough writer to be able to mix it in organically, but you really have to build. I feel like you have to build the entire show around fixing that idea. Like Build, I think, did that.
Build is the one I was thinking of, where I was like, I don't recall at any point a new thing coming in and being like, do we need this?
Yeah.
Is this doing anything? Like, all of them, I mean, Sparkling is like probably the most egregious
only
one.
In retrespect would I say that Sparkling was unnecessary.
Yeah, but it didn't feel like it at the time. It was a good conclusion for where the plot was right there. You know, it upped the stakes enough in that moment in the plot, which then became completely irrelevant because the scale massively expanded like immediately after.
Yeah.
But like it felt big at the time, but looking back, probably we
could have just cut that one out, but like
but
Build was built. Build was like formatted explicitly. I don't know if intentionally or otherwise, like explicitly formatted to combat that issue, where like the bottles and the upgrades all felt meaningful for the most part, or inconsequential enough to the narrative that it didn't really matter when Senta would pull out a new best match.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was smart the way that in the beginning of the show he got new bottles by beating smashes, and then the next episode he'd pull out the bottle he got last week.
Yeah.
It was unintrusive, and like also those like forms were pretty fun for the most part. Like,
yeah, it was. I remember it was kind of a thing when that was going on. Like at the start of the show, we were like, "I'm kind of excited to see the new one that they got." Like you'd see him get a new bottle, you'd be like, "Well, I'm looking forward to when he uses that next week."
Yeah, I think it also was fun because they would tease bottles like, "Oh, he's got Hawk already, but he doesn't have Gallon." Like whatever, like.
Yeah, they do that a bit.
The
Like
mix and match.
he had pirate at one point. Was the one I remember.
Yeah, the mix and match
just didn't
thing worked in its favor to like hype you up for what's coming next.
Yeah.
But like yeah, but like, you know, most toys in that show came during or at the conclusion of an arc, other than like shit like the Ninja Ichibanto or like the Hot Gatling or whatever. Those were just like toys.
They just showed up.
They were just whatever.
But they made sense to have with the forms. You know?
But
like he'd spend 5 minutes being like, I designed this, and that's it.
But like, you know, Kral's upgrades, the full bottle buster, everything like that. Like the full bottle buster was literally like, before it actually started being a weapon, was on screen for like 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Of like, this is like the new thing that Sento has come up with to beat the Stark at his own game or whatever.
Yeah.
It meant something, you know. Okay, he did use Kaiser Gresha without using the weapon for like one time. Remember the first time he used it?
What did command mean? Though?
What was he cooking?
What was he cooking? What was the...
Yeah, but you can't ask every show to do that, because
no,
that's
of
a
course.
monumental task to do.
Yeah, no, it's a huge thing, but like it does... I don't know.
We're comparing the best Kamen Rider season ever made to like just whatever...
To like, just what's on.
We're literally comparing like it's like, you're like, oh well, Build did this really good, but you can't ask everybody else to be Build, because that's just like fucking asking them to be God. Like, you can't do that.
Yeah. Command was not in the loot box. It's not even in the rotation, apparently. Some other guy, some new guy, sent it in via iPad.
That's right, yeah.
Dropped it in, and the game master literally called him up afterwards and was like, what the fuck is your problem? Why'd you do that?
Why are you acting like this?
You are interfering with the game. Geats has iPad. No, this new guy
interfering with a game that I'm already interfering with.
Yeah, that guy was great, because he was like, the game master interfering with the rules of the game, and then did like the most shrug kind of body language.
Yeah, what was that?
What was he? What are the men in this show are?
What is he cooking?
There's something going on with all of the guys here. I saw someone just a minute ago say that Punk Jack is like the new Kyria, and it is
kind of like that.
It's definitely along those lines. Like it's definitely cut from the same cloth, I think.
Cut from the same cock. It's nothing. Listen, what were we talking about before this? Were we talking about Sentai, or were we talking about Kamen Rider?
I think all we've really talked about. This has all just been one continuous thing from the fact we didn't really enjoy Superhero Time this week.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine.
It's fine. Yeah, no, there are bad episodes.
There are bad episodes.
It will happen. And admittedly, neither of those episodes were terrible. I still am kind of in a bad mood with that episode of Donbrothers, because it was like, it did all the stuff I already don't like, and then did just really dumb shit.
Yeah.
For the rest of it, which wore out its welcome very quickly, and in the end was completely pointless.
You can only do the same 5 jokes so many times before I personally think that they get old. And those 5 jokes are like, it's funny because nobody knows who Inu Brother is still. It's been 40 episodes. It's funny that Haruka sucks at being a mangaka.
Yeah.
It's funny. Yeah, whatever. Like, the whole episode was just the whole episode was just a waste of time. Like,
yeah, that's the bigger thing than anything.
And not like most episodes of Donbrothers aren't like the same amount of like waste of time, but like,
there's bits like anytime the mech fights happen, that like the reason those fucking grind on my nerves so badly is because they are just wasting everybody's time.
Yeah,
no one wants anything
so than
to do
ever
with
before.
Yeah, that was like, I was so checked out for that one, because I was already getting that feeling from so much of this episode.
But it's like, yeah, the next time preview was like, yeah, and now there's a evil Momoitaro that's called Dawn Killer. What does this mean for nothing? It's a fucking
Literally.
joke.
Absolutely.
It was just a gag. It's a 22-minute fucking gag. Like, it contributed nothing to the story or the characters. It informed basically nothing about anything to do with the plot or like anything. Like, it was just a huge waste of time.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I felt that more in this episode than like other episodes that were like by definition the same amount of a waste of time. But I didn't really mind those or actually liked those episodes. But it's like I feel like I got suckered into the illusion that this episode would actually be important.
Yeah.
Like from the next time preview, it's like, oh, there's an evil Dawn brother. No. Oh, fucking Kaito is going to transform and be in the fight. Doesn't matter. I don't even know what else was in the preview.
That was kind of it.
Yeah, but like those things would have implied that like something of importance would happen. No.
I feel, more than anything, it feels like the gag was at our expense.
Yeah, it did feel like the gag was at my expense. I thought that this episode was going to be important.
No.
Biggest reveal is that Jiro is probably the Penguin Juto. I guess, unless we, never follow up on that.
Yeah, who knows?
It's 40 episodes in, we still don't have a grasp of that guy's character.
Was there a guy like that in the show?
Nope.
You know why we don't have a grasp? Because he wasn't in it for fucking 12 weeks.
And nobody missed him.
And nobody missed him. I didn't. It's almost as if Inoue doesn't like writing Six Range.
It's. I feel like Inoue is starting to fight back to some extent. Like, I wish he would just buckle down and do what he wants to do, but I guess. I don't know, like, this doesn't feel like one of those episodes where Toei was, like, holding a gun to his head and was like, you need to make Dawn Killer. This was pure Inoue.
This was definitely all self-motivated,
but I don't know if
for the mech fight.
Motivated out of spite or because he actually thought it was funny or, like, what? I can't possibly pretend to understand the mind of a psychopath.
I would actually say almost for certain that this was Inoue-centered comedy. This was for him. This was a joke for him to laugh at. Twisted mind.
Twisted genius. 400 years of 400 fields of evil service. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. None of this matters.
The only thing that matters is that this show is going to end in less than 10 weeks. And I don't know what's gonna happen.
No, I've got no.
It feels like the show isn't even halfway over yet.
No, it's this. As Kaito said at one point, do you see this ending?
Do you see this? Is that the point that the show just isn't gonna end? Like,
is it just gonna keep? It's like we're just gonna run out of episodes. And it's gonna and they just kept doing this forever. Like,
I hope they do the same shit that Zenkaiju did, where they have to invent literally a literal Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah, get God to come in again.
Get God to come in and be like, all right, the show is over.
You have to fucking stop, or it's never going to end.
The thing is, there's enough plot juice. There's enough ingredients in this plot that they could spend the next 10 episodes dedicated to all of the plot strings that have been dangled in front of our faces for the last 39 weeks. I could name them. At least with this is not actually better, but with Zenkaiju, when we got to this point in the early 40s where we're like, okay, nothing's gonna happen for the rest of the show. We've seen the writing on the wall. This show's just gonna be gags until the show's over. Looking in those 40 episodes prior to that, nothing had happened.
Yeah.
There was one, maybe two actual plot threads that could be picked up on, because everything else was just meaningless, like characters or like whatever. Like the only like legitimate plot threads in Zenkaiju were like Kaito's parents, Stacy, and Zox's siblings.
That's it.
That's literally it, and then like beating the bad guys. Like those are the only legitimate plot points, and to be fair, they did address all those plot points.
Yeah.
Like some better than others, but like with Donbrothers, I could spend the next 45 minutes laying out every plot point or like story thread that has yet to be either fully explored or explored at all. You know, Momoi's dad in the dungeon thing, Inu brother, the origami things, his girlfriend that's still trapped, fucking Kiji brother's wife, the Dawn clan. Like, there's like a million plot threads in this show that are just being ignored week to week, so that we can like have like 20 minutes of like Dawn Killer smacking them around like Tom and Jerry characters, and then 25 seconds, not even like 2 seconds of a whisper of a hint of a fucking maybe potential plot thread that Jiro is a Juto or has been replaced by what. I don't know, right?
We don't know.
We don't know. Will we ever know? Will this be resolved in a meaningful and like satisfying way?
We don't know that either.
No. I
can't take it for granted.
Can't take it for granted that it will or won't, because this is, in a way, ending shows have never been his strong suit.
No, fuck no, it hasn't. They do just stop.
What was the end of Agito like?
Oh, yay. It's fucking appalling. It just stops.
It just stops?
It just fucking stops. They get halfway through the last episode. He kicks God, and it's over.
Great.
And epilogue for the last bit. Like, literally just
stops.
Like, the stakes have never been higher. Like, people are dead. Not really. He gets better. I'm not saying who, in case anyone here.
Oh, spoilers for a fucking 20-year-old show.
You know.
Yeah,
like, incredibly high stakes. Like, Hikawa's getting sent away, transferred somewhere else in Japan. There's all this stuff going on. Then everyone comes back and it's like, okay, we're going to do the big final fight. And they do the big final fight. And he kicks God. And then it's the where are they now? And that's it.
Vice literally did not end. You are fucking lying to yourself.
You seriously are. That's not true. Vice categorically did not fucking end because they didn't even kill the last boss. They didn't kill the assistant to the last boss because the fucking lobster orphanoch survived as well.
You shut up about the goddamn lobster orphanoch.
She did!
How many times are we going to talk about the lobster orphanoch on this show?
She was one of the few characters in Fies who actually who left an impression.
I don't see that you say that, but I literally don't even know who you're talking about. I have no memory of this character whatsoever.
Inconceivable to me because half the show was spent on the fucking Lucky Clover.
And that part of the show was boring.
It was. No, it was. But like, I just was exposed to her enough times.
The only Lucky Clover.
She was the only one who got to do anything.
Chico.
Yeah.
And Mr. J.
Mr. J. What a fucking champ. I
don't know how Kiva ends.
I forgot about what the King of Knock even was. Yeah, the last 5 episodes of Fies are 50% actual payoff for the stuff they've been setting up since the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the stuff with Keitaro and Kiba, all those plot threads, coming to some kind of conclusion.
And then
all the rest of
that, and it's still like episode 48, and you're like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh. And then that's then all the rest of it is just whatever. Kiba becomes the president of Smart Brain for like 2 episodes. He's evil now.
Jeez.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
I'll spoil Fires. Don't watch Fires.
I did
I'll
see
tell
that
you everything about Fires.
Tycoon is using Command next episode, but I already knew that because Command was explicitly billed as being for Geats and Tycoon. Wasn't it?
Oh, was it?
Isn't it?
I don't remember.
Is that the one that's like a double power up?
I don't hear these things. It has 2 modes, yeah. The Revolve changes it.
Change.
It's got wings in the other one.
Will Buffett use it? He probably might.
He could, yeah. I mean, they all used Fever. They've all used Boost at some point.
Boost.
Actually, Punkjack hasn't used Boost.
Punkjack is fucking...
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, I recall it being billed as explicitly as a double upgrade for both riders.
I wasn't paying attention. I think it's ugly.
It is ugly. I don't really pay attention to the toy leaks that much anymore anyway.
Nah. It's kind of a shame because everything else that's come out, I've been like, it's kind of at least interesting. I was quite keen on Beat when I saw it announced. Beat.
Boobs.
Boobs. Was doing a campaign where if you buy the command stuff, you get a free Tycoon ID. The way they are holding that thing fucking hostage is so funny.
It's not
Why
the
is it
only way.
so hard to get?
There's like a couple ways to get it now, I hear.
There are, but they're not normal.
No,
you
none
can't
of them
just
are normal.
buy it. Like you have to jump through hoops to get the
This is like
Tycoon
the lock
ID.
bottle on steroids.
Oh, yay.
Boobs.
It is really good that the cores physically don't matter.
Yeah, that is
like
nice.
it doesn't make any difference to the toys
they
you
are
can
limited
buy,
promotion,
but
there's like 2 or 3 different ongoing promotions to get the damn thing. But
they
are limited. They are like limited items.
They're all like limited run kind of things.
Boobs.
But like at least there's a few ways to do it. Boobs. Sex.
But you know what? You can get the fucking Vice ID core.
Oh, that's not real. Not real. Didn't happen.
I think that other than that.
Oh yeah.
Other than that, Geats' toy line's been fine. Like I get that everybody's mad about the Tycoon thing, but ultimately I don't actually care.
No, it's literally the least amount of a big deal it could possibly be because they don't do anything.
Yeah, they don't
like
do anything.
It's purely
if you're
cosmetic
because you want it. But like I'd be mad if I like cared. Like
it would be annoying.
At least
if I really
it's not like the 16. There's a leaked image of the Geats movie with the Vice ID. I've just seen the promotional stuff. If there's a movie writer, he's probably gonna show up in the damn show.
Wait. Are they gonna use the fucking ID core to give Iki's memories back?
Oh my god.
Because that's how they work. Because when you touch them, you remember stuff.
That's the best!
I'm actually going to be mad if they don't do that. That's the funniest
That's the best! Now we have to watch that movie.
Fuck. Oh my god, that's funny. I really hope that's what they do.
Yeah, you can go ahead and say it. I don't give a shit about the movie. Like, spoilers for the movie.
Yeah, whatever.
Imagine if every additional buckle except for Tycoon stuff was pre-Bandai. Yeah, that would be fucking Revice.
That would be Revice, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Pre-Bandai.
Fuck all life.
Ow. Look. They subbed Battle Familia. Nobody seems to have picked up the Donbrothers movie. Why are you like saying movie in parentheses? Like the Donbrothers movie went up on unsubbed just today, so it'll get subbed. They were billed together in theaters, but I don't think they were released on home video at the same time. Iki has months. Oh, I think I've seen that.
What? Okay. What does that look? Whatever.
Came out like it's probably because they don't want them to eat into each other's sales. You know?
Yeah.
I mean the way that the movies work, these days is like they're like a double showing, so you buy one ticket and you see both movies because they're basically short enough that like the Sentai like 30-minute quote unquote movie. See, I just did it now too. And then like the Sentai like 90-minute movie or the Rider 90-minute movie is like roughly the equivalent of a feature length film. So like they just double build them. They've been doing that since all the way back in like fucking fives. Because fucking Paradise Lost was bundled with the goddamn Abba Ranger movie.
Oh, that's
double featured
fucked.
that, yeah.
Fuck. These double feature shit with Metal Heroes, that's right.
Movie Power for the Donbrothers? I don't.
If there is, I never heard
I ain't heard shit about that.
They hadn't done that for a while.
30, 60 instead of 45 each. Well, the reason that Rider gets longer movies is because they make astronomically more money.
Yeah, they've got more shit to sell. They can sell a whole other guy. I have seen, by the way, despite the fact I do try and I make a half-hearted effort to avoid spoilers, but ultimately I don't care. Unless it's about plot stuff, I'm fine to just see when you guys are in. I have seen the oh my god, I forgot what even the name of the show was. I have seen the Geats movie. Yeah.
I don't think I've seen it.
He's weird looking. Geats. He does have a as has just been. I've just looked in the spoiler zone. I knew I recognized parts of it, but his weapon
it's
or
the
like
Tokyuger.
Weapons. It's the Tokyo. It's other
it's
things.
Literally just the rail slasher or the.
He's got a couple.
It's not the real. Whatever the Tokyo.
Tokyo
thing was called.
The Tokyo sword. He's got that. He's got As I saw him with a few other things, and I recognized those two. I thought they were all part of one big item, but no. He also has something using the fucking Zek Trooper guns.
No. That's a lie. That's literally a lie. You're lying to me right now. Hold up. Why? The Zek Trooper gun, bro?
Why are they
not that douchebag hammer from fucking?
Yeah,
fucking Gokaiger.
Why are they fleecing Zek Troopers these days? Because they were used for the fucking Demons Troopers as well.
They got a lot of them fucking sitting around.
Did they just find the back room?
They used to use Zek Troopers in fucking Deno. Do you remember that?
Did they?
Yeah, they used them as Oni.
Oh, that's fucked.
Remember those two? That was from the movie where they fucking reused the first and the next. Or rather, I should say, the first Ichigo and like the next V3.
Yeah.
For those Oni, they reused their fucking
guys.
helmets.
Did I? Okay. Fuck. Whatever. Whatever.
Yeah. Hold on.
I know where to find these guys.
They also used extra Dragonite suits in that movie, yeah.
If it would... Oi.
Oi.
Sick of it.
Chill. Check this out. Wait.
I'm trying to make it sound like I think Kamen Rider sucks.
I think Coolsville sucks.
These fucking guys.
Choi. Look, do you see this guy? See his face?
Let me in. Is it?
Yeah, look.
Did they?
Look at his mouth. I think it even says like explicitly. Or used to say on the wiki. Where's the other one?
The other guy. Where the fuck?
You'll see it on this one. Look.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this guy I always
That's
thought
V3.
That is literally V3. Fuck out
They just
of
did
here.
this.
What's your problem?
What's your fucking problem?
What is your damage for real?
What is your fucking problem?
Why?
They killed V3 the next? Or they just made a copy of the helmet. I don't know if they killed the whole suit.
I think it looks like... I mean, they're clearly doing a V3 thing with him because he's got the chest as well.
Oh, yeah. Well, this was the Oni Warship movie, which I think was an anniversary something or other bullshit. This is a Decade movie, technically.
Yeah, it was. Fuck. That was funny.
I'm sorry, Kiva was not in that movie. That's a lie. Literally, that's a lie.
Kiva in what movie?
In this movie.
In this movie? No, he wasn't.
It says it right there. Japanese superhero crossover film between Den-O, Decade, and Kiba.
He is not in this movie.
Oh, I think this is just the fucking, just like the arms monsters are just like in a scene. That's not like it. Like Den-O, Decade,
yeah.
G3. It like literally he's not in the movie.
Fuck. Oh,
that doesn't count for shit.
Silly. Fuck it.
Yeah, the arms monsters are in Japan for a gag.
I love when they do that. Remember the arms monsters?
No.
I was gonna say when was the last time they showed up, but I know.
But only 3 of the arms monsters, by the way. Just Garou, Basha, and Dog. Wait, are there only 3?
There are only 3. It's just those guys. Kiva has 3 forms.
Well, he's 4 because base.
Yeah, well,
but he only has 3 monsters.
3 guys, yeah.
I was like, there's 4. I was like, there's 4 because the 4 forms are roughly based on Kuga.
Yeah.
So they say.
The 4th one. I guess they are.
So they say.
Do you remember in Decade when he went up against Kiva as Kuga and he stole the fucking hammer and it turned into the Titan sword?
That was funny.
That's fucked up because that's a guy. That's weird.
Kivat is the name. What's fucking funny about that arc of that show is that those characters died. The arms monsters were all killed during that arc.
Oh fuck!
Like actually.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Fuck them. Who give a shit?
Yeah, they all have super in-depth lore regarding like all of them being like the last of their species or whatever, and it's just like doesn't matter except for Jiro.
Yeah. Who was in Geo, by the way?
But not Zanki.
Not Zanki. What was that? He didn't even do anything. He was just there. The way the bike is a horse, I hate that. I've known No Peace since I found out the fucking horse orthodox brain is in his bike. I hate it.
Yeah.
Awful. Why? For what reason? Who asked?
Ghost Spike is a ghost horse.
It's a ghost horse.
Which makes...
Doesn't have a guy's brain in it, though.
By the way, which makes that bike the only actual ghost in the show. Because no one else... We won't talk about this enough. Nothing in Ghost was actually a ghost. What about Captain Ghost? Okay, maybe Captain Ghost was a ghost. Kamen Rider Ghost is not and never was a ghost. In like the traditional sense. Like he is just his soul in the icon. Like he didn't really die necessarily. Like I guess he did, but like he didn't supernaturally. Oh, I guess the icons are ghosts. Yeah, okay, that's true. Ghost is not a ghost, and neither is Necrom or Spectre, and also none of the Ganma are either. You know, early in the show they call them ghosts or like whatever, but they're not. They're people.
They're just guys.
They're not even monsters. They're literally people. Like they're just people.
They're just regular guys. What's Yurusen?
Yurusen is a cat.
Right.
Not a ghost, just the soul of a cat.
He's the soul of a cat.
He's the disembodied soul of a fucking cat. That was in the fucking like consciousness pod with the elder.
Why is he like that then? Why are they like that?
It's just what cat be like.
That's what cats really look like. Yurusen. Remember when Yurusen was in that Geo.5 episode?
Yeah, the plushie. I have that. I have that exact plushie.
They were funny for that, just handing it around doing the voice.
They should have used the fucking puppet. It was like hard plastic.
Yeah, that's where Watch It Again comes from. That's right.
That's where Watch It Again comes from.
That's the only one of those shows they did. It's like, yeah, it was. We talked about this in Kamen Rider Ghost. Watch it again.
Watch it again. Don't ask questions about adult circumstances.
Rule number 3: don't ask unnecessary questions about adult circumstances. I wish they'd never stopped doing the.
I really wish they'd never stopped doing that.
Seriously, I wish it had kept going forever. They were so funny.
Inarguably the best part of that part of.
Genuinely, it was so good. I don't think they. I mean, I know they had scripts because they were visibly reading them. In all of those,
they were visibly reading the scripts because they did not rehearse them.
They're holding their scripts and reading them off the thing. But if it weren't for that, I would genuinely believe there weren't scripts for those bits. Because
some of them probably weren't scripted.
There's bits where they are definitely.
There's bits where Tsukasa just visibly throws the script away.
He doesn't need it. He
professional actor. I don't need a script, boys.
I have already memorized it.
I've already.
He walked around for a bit, holding it, and just threw it aside, and it's like, I'm gonna wing it. I know where I'm.
I have been living as this character for 10 years. I don't need a fucking script.
You could not write.
You could not write a script for me
better than I can do him. Don't even worry about it.
The fact that was ended those before Daiki was on the show is the worst part.
Oh, what we could have had. They stopped just before White Wars came in as well.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Literally right like 2 episodes before they stopped doing them. It's such a shame.
Oh.
Such a shame. Can you imagine? It took actually forever for Daiki and Tsukasa to be in the show at the same time.
Yeah, it took until like episode 46.
It was so long.
This because the producers
dicks forever.
Producers were fucking homophobic about it.
Oh, awful.
Can you not play the character like a jilted ex-lover? No.
No, that
you hired me. Okay, I tell you what I'm gonna do. Okay, and I'll do it.
If you want to have Decade and the End in the show, we're gonna play it this way. Believe me, we know what we're doing.
You know what I was gonna do. Why did you fucking ask me to come back if you didn't want me to do it?
Daiki looked so divorced in that show when he first appeared, with like the blonde hair and the white coat and all of it.
Whatever.
Fuck me. I love those two so much. I wouldn't have made it all the way through Zio without the promise of seeing them on screen together at some point.
I think one of the best ones does have to be the one with Kuroto's actor when he got Sogo to just completely break fucking character.
Yes. Oh, that was so good. They were definitely just fucking around at the end of that.
Fucking around for that. The way that
he was just sat in the back the whole time as well.
He got him to break character without actually breaking his own character.
He did that all as Dan Kuroto. He much as I don't like Kuroto, fucking Tetsuya Iwagana.
Tetsuya is a pretty funny guy.
He's onto something. When he just does his own thing, like.
That's what we've been asking that since like 2016. What was he cooking?
What the fuck was he cooking? Really normal guy. There was that clip that came recently. It was like, can you transform into Kamen Rider Genom? And he just made noises. He just kind of got possessed by the spirit of him more than during the transformation. They're like, okay, that'll do. That's fine. That was the one where they were talking about like, they were talking about like, well, they literally said, wait, if this is the O's stuff, then why was Genom in this? And was like, well, you see, there's a special promotion going on right now where you can get the Genom watch. They just literally said it. And he was like, that was when Sogo was like, are we just dancing to the whim of a toy company? Fucking awesome. Those were so
Another good one is during the Fize arc, when they're like, the Fize phone, and she like turns to the camera and she's like, no. And then she says Fize phone the exact same way, but like the DX Fize phone logo shows up on the screen.
Yes.
Like Gates is like, yeah, the Fize phone. She's like, no, Fize phone. And like the fucking DX logo shows up.
It's like we should have known, like they were talking about like, oh, we have to find out stuff about Kamen Rider Fize. Now it turns out that another Forze is also another Fize. It's like, Well, I mean, don't you already know
Let's
stuff
say it's
about
a
Kamen
reference
Rider
to
Faiz? Oh, fuck. It's like, shouldn't you already know stuff about Kamen Rider Faiz? Because you use the Faiz phone. It's like, no.
No.
The Faiz phone.
Faiz,
The
DX5 phone.
logo.
Buy it now in stores.
Buy it now in stores. No. Faiz phone.
Watch it again.
Watch it again.
Don't ask questions about adult circumstances.
Don't.
I don't even remember what he said.
I don't know what the question he was asking was, but that was Sento and Banjo laid out those rules.
Yeah.
Rule number 1. Faiz phone.
Faiz phone.
Unrelated to Faiz.
Unrelated to Faiz. Faiz phone 10. Or X.
Fuck
it was probably 10.
Fuck them for that.
The
one where it's
yeah.
It's Gates, Was, and Schwartz. And they're just doing those sit down interviews. And like the guy playing Schwartz is just being so fucking manic the whole time.
Fucking freak ass.
Just being so weird. Like he's just saying all the normal lines, but he's just being so strange. That's where self-described mysterious prophet comes from. It's like, oh yeah, faces and voices have been censored to protect anonymity, and then it cuts to like the interview bits next time. It's like faces and voices were going to be censored for anonymity, but we didn't. So they're just doing silly voices instead.
There's a bit like the first 0.5 where like you could tell the actors are sort of still getting to know like their roles and like know each other and stuff. And there's like a bit in it was like I don't even remember, but Gates says something and Sogo turns to him. He's like, "It's because I'm the fucking main character," and like takes the script out of his hand.
Yeah. Oh,
and like God. It was like 10 seconds after that, you can see Gates like literally struggling not to like break character.
Yeah,
like the ones where the pain on his face, he struggles not to like laugh and break character.
There's definitely a bit. I forget if it was Gates to Sogo or Sogo to Gates, where one of them definitely used the actor's name, like when the other stuff was going on, and they're like, "Wait, no,
cut."
No, I didn't say that. Oh. God, that was funny.
There's like one where he like just like pulls the script out of another person's hand and just like turns it upside down and hands it back to him. He's like, "Why did you do that? Why did you?" I think Kuroto's actor did that. I think he just like walked onto set and just like ripped the script out of Sogo's hands and just like put it upside down. He's like, "Why the fuck did you do that?" Dickhead.
Sogo kind of messed up saying a word at one point, and like after they were done with like the whole script of the 0.5 thing, they just have extra footage, and he's like, "Can you say that again? Can you say that word again?" And Sogo's actor's just like hiding behind his script. He's like, "I didn't. I can't know." And they just grabs him by that big belt he had and just starts leading him around the
he's
set.
Just like fucking needling him while he's like trying not to laugh about it.
Yeah, he's literally just pulling him around by
like in the middle of a take. It's like, what was that? Did you say that fucking word again?
Could you say that again? And was actor just stood there just very quietly being like, "Wagamo." And
he's like struggling to keep character. Fucking stupid.
It was so fucked up for that. That gave us so much, because that's where destroying Toei Studios would be even faster. Yeah, destroying Toei Studios would be even faster. I bet they stopped doing those because someone further up the thing was like, you're making us look.
It's because they did the toy company bit, and Bandai was like, no.
No. You can't just fucking say it.
You can't just say that. They also fucking made a joke about fucking Shirakura.
They did. That was in the Faiz one.
That was in the Faiz one.
This too is producer Shirakura's fault.
Stupid.
Fucking funny.
Funny guy.
The one very early on after X-Aid when Emu's actor was there. Oh fuck! That was
pretty
incredible.
Good
too. He. I don't know how much that was acting. I don't know how much that was just him channeling the spirit of the character.
That was real.
How much that was just him. That was real. That's just what he felt like. But he was just stood there completely fucking deadpan.
Like the other characters are like reading the scripts, and he's just standing there, like just standing there, like staring at the camera, like upset,
looking
so
absolutely
mad.
Miserable.
It's this miserable guy. Like,
oh my god, that's right. When they were doing the Forza one, it was like, yeah, but he couldn't be here because they were busy with Bleach, and they had to bleep it out.
Yeah.
Because he just said, when they did the Ghost one, he was like, "Oh, it's just like Dragon Ball." And they censored that as well. And it's like, you shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
You're gonna get us in trouble talking about these things.
There's the X-Aid one too, where they're talking talking about the plot of the episode, and they're like, yeah, we went to the past where Hiro was kind of a bitch, and like Emu chimes in, he's like, he's still kind of a bitch. It's like, was that scripted, or did he just
did he just say that? Oh fuck me, those were so good.
Oh, why?
Those were the best part of
Stop doing that.
They seriously, I wish they had kept on going all the way. Can you imagine what that would have? Oh, I'm so sad. I'm actually picturing what they would have been like when they got to like the pretend future riders, like Shinobi and stuff.
Christ.
Fucking having Kenji's actor in them.
Oh, they should have gotten to the fucking Kabuto shit, because that would have been fucking insane.
The fucking Hopper brothers. Oh my god, the 0.5 Hopper. What else could they even have done with them though? Because they did all the jokes.
Yeah, they had them joke.
They had them eating the ramen and everything. Why did they do that?
That is like the same spirit of the fucking O's ones. Which one was the one that just called Ultraman?
Oh, that was Shouta.
Shouta.
He was like, identify these, and he literally just goes, Ultraman. No.
You can't fucking say that.
Hey, you can't fucking talk about that. I remember when, because it was the guy who plays Dinah did the was it the theme for Zenkaija?
Yep.
Yeah, and when he came out, he was on the stage talking. He was like, "Yeah,
it's me." From
I don't
Ultraman
think I ever saw it
Dinah.
subbed. It's like, "Yeah, Ultraman Dinah," and it was like,
"You can't fucking say that here."
Oi, do you know who's paying the fucking bills for you right now, man?
Decker movie announcement. I haven't, because I'm not watching Decker. I mean, I guess I'm not surprised. Is Dinah gonna be in it?
Dinah. He's gotta be, right? Dinah.
What? I don't know.
He's gotta be. That he picks up the phone.
He picks up the phone for Toei now, bitch.
Yeah.
He has picked up the phone quite a few times.
He has. He was in Saga, right?
He was in Saga, and he was in the first Ultra battle.
Right.
The first Zero movie.
Old Dickhead Crossroads has started coming out in the Japanese sub, hasn't it?
Yep. We got to get around to that.
I couldn't remember. I wasn't going to ask you because it was going to be literally like, hey, did we say we were going to watch that?
We said that we would do it when it was finished.
Right. That's right. Because I saw it come up on YouTube. I very nearly, because I was like, oh, fuck yes. Oh, fuck yes. Ultra Galaxy. I was like, no, wait. I can't. But then I wasn't sure.
One I don't mind if I do type shit.
You know when someone offers me a delicious morsel, I'm on my don't mind if I do type shit.
When I was illegally requiring the episodes today, I noticed that on the legal site that I used to do that, that somebody had uploaded fucking the Ginga S movie and goddamn Ultraman Mabius and the Ultra Brothers.
For real?
Yes, for real.
Fuck, that's funny.
So
I've seen Ultraman Mabius and the Ultra
Brothers. I haven't.
The Ultraman
the Ginga
Brothers
S movie.
I think it's on
YouTube.
It's on YouTube now. They just put it up.
Where can you find the supplementary plan episodes? You could probably find them. The only place I know for a fact they would be is probably with TV Neon. No, wait. Would they have taken those down?
Oh, fuck.
I don't know where you'd find them. I would check the sites for torrenting. I don't know. I wouldn't know, actually. I'm sure they're around somewhere.
Yeah, they could. If they become lost media, that will literally be the saddest thing.
No, they have to be somewhere.
Yeah. Just that.
Surprised Dinah hasn't shown up in Decker Beyond his brief cameo. That's all that Tiga got, basically, right? He just got like a short.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Tiga. Bye.
Hey, that's it. And they did all the form swaps and stuff, like together, which is really funny because they're kind of uneventful.
Did they have the sound effects?
I remember.
Like whatever.
Also, I just looked it up, and what's really funny is they have Ultraman Mabius and the Ultra Brothers official, which was uploaded by Subaraya on their
there's
YouTube
a fucking
channel,
like 480
1 year ago
from like 2006.
And then underneath it is one from 3 years ago, and you know the little red bar on YouTube videos you've already watched?
Yeah.
That one's full for me on the unofficial one. I did watch it. Jesus, I probably did watch it more than a year ago. Fuck,
Dinah hasn't shown up in person. Oh, let's see. I don't know. I watched 2 episodes of Decker.
It is 480, by the way. The one.
Yeah, it is.
What quality? Oh, the new one goes up. The new one goes up to 1080. Maybe yes. I should finish maybe.
No, you didn't.
I didn't. I haven't. I'm very. You know what? I can finish it officially now though, because I'm pretty sure they're done with it on YouTube. Maybe.
Yeah, I've heard that Decker's been really good. I just like the
Yeah,
thing about it is that I don't have a choice because they take the episodes down 2 weeks after. So I have to wait. Well. I have to wait till the whole show is over and they start re-uploading it fucking week to week.
Yeah, I mean we could, you know, you could always do what we do with these shows, but
do people sub them?
I think they upload them at any event.
Do they? I feel like it was a pain in the ass to find Zed during its airing process.
Yeah, I guess they probably would be. They'd be really militant about that. So
I don't know if necessarily Supra was like cracking down. I think that people were just out of respect for the ability to watch things officially were not like re-upping them anywhere. And I certainly weren't fan subbing them. Because like, why would you waste the effort?
I feel like I've seen them in any event.
They are. I do have a copy of Zed legally acquired because they won't fucking put it on fucking home video.
No.
Dickhead.
I am in exactly the same thing with Ultraman Dickhead. Speaking of, where I stopped watching after the Ella King episode. Because Trigger was in it, right? Because I saw Trigger in it. And I was like, I literally saw that Trigger was going to be in the next episode. I was like, no fucking thank you. Apparently I'm on the fence right now.
Apparently Trigger is a better character in Decker than he ever was in Trigger.
Which is really funny.
Like, I hear people praising Trigger. I'm like, are you serious?
I fell off it. I'm sure that everyone has told me they aren't that bad, but the thing is, I was so fucking done with Trigger that the sight of him, I was like, I'm not watching this.
Yeah.
And then I fell off it for long enough for like that episode to go down, and now I'm behind, and now I'm, in the same thing where I'm just going to wait for them to re-upload it, which they will. They re-ed Zed fairly quickly after
Trigger and Zed.
Yeah, and it'll stay up that time, and I can watch it at my leisure, which is fine because I wasn't that invested anyway, and it means I get to watch a good show at my own speed, which I'm fine with, and it also means I can skip the ad breaks.
No, you will watch those goddamn fucking ad breaks.
What are they even advertising now? I mean, it's still the Sophie and I guess the Guts Hawk and the Guts Falcon.
Guts
Falcon.
Guts
and
Sparklance.
Fuck else. Oh, not that anymore.
Spy it again.
The D Flasher.
D Flasher.
Ultraman Decker. Flash Type. Miracle Time.
Yeah, the thing about Ultraman sometimes is if you watch too much of it, you start to really realize how similar a lot of it is.
Yeah. It's good for me to be away from it for a while, I think, and just chew through Mabius really, really slowly.
They have been re-uploading them? Oh, what? You sure?
A week later. Oh, they do like the multilingual one, don't they, for the subs? That's right. Oh, fuck.
I didn't realize that.
I think that's right, anyway.
You're telling me this now for the first time.
I'm just now hearing this.
I'm just now hearing this for the first time. I really didn't know that. I guess I'll look into it.
Yeah. I mean, I can't legally go back to watching another show until I finish Mabius. Or make more headway on Kira Major, or start Zubat, which is the other thing I have downloaded.
The fuck would you do that, but you didn't want to watch Spider-Man?
The thing is... well, for one...
Well, first of all,
right. Miyuchi's really handsome, which is a big
First of all, your Jordans are fucking fake.
First of all, your Jordans fake. Hayakawa Ken is a very appealing man to me, so it's much easier to get through. He's so annoying. I hate him. But that's compelling television for me.
Go back and watch the episode of Spider-Man where he dies on a motorcycle crash.
Oh fuck! That's genuinely
the only thing I remember.
Seriously, that was the funniest thing that ever fucking happened in that show. I still remember it because he's like, "Get off the bike." And he goes and fights those fucking crow guys or whatever. I don't remember who the bad guys were in that. And they get back later to home and he's like, "Oh yeah, he had a bike accident." He's like, "Oh, thank goodness I got off." And I remember I've watched the clip a few times because we've gone back to this, we've revisited it, but like you can hear me, like I start to say it, like the thought immediately crosses my mind as soon as I saw her say that. I start saying it and I catch myself because it sinks in how fucking funny that is. And then I start laughing before I can finish saying what it is.
Stupid.
So stupid.
Dumbass.
He told her to get out of the car. Later she found out he had died because he'd driven into a wall. He'd seen the wall ahead of them and told her to get out.
It's literally what happened.
Fucking so
what
dumb.
A horrible show.
Just awful.
What an awful
hours
show.
and hours we spent watching the
I don't even know how many episodes we got through of that show.
It wasn't a lot.
it wasn't
too
a lot. Fucking many.
It felt like forever watching that. The hours and hours of watching him climb up buildings and climb right the fuck back down them. I hate the Leopardon so much for how many hours of my life I'm genuinely never getting.
See, that's the thing about Spider-Man is like when people are gonna like freak out and like be super hyped for when Leopardon shows up in like the next Spider-Verse movie. None of those people have actually seen Spider-Man.
They don't know. They're gonna get the most exciting version of Leopardon that has ever existed.
Because that movie's gonna come out, and then people are gonna get so hyped they're gonna release Spider-Man on DVD. Everyone's gonna buy Spider-Man, and they're gonna realize that it fucking blows.
It's so boring. Nothing happens.
Blows.
It's the
unless it suddenly gets better right after we stopped.
Yeah, imagine that's not unheard of. I have had that before. It always comes back to Spider-Man. It really did defeat us, I think.
Yeah.
It's the one that got away.
It's the
two
one
that got away because we didn't.
Left.
Spider telepathy.
It's the one
that string
intentionally let go very quietly without saying anything.
Without even
to
each other.
I just stopped scheduling it.
It just stopped being there. No one ever asked either.
No one ever asked. I don't think anyone has.
I think
nobody really ever asks when I do anything. To be honest, nobody has ever been like, "Hey, you haven't played Fear in 6 months. Are you gonna go back to Fear?" No. Well, I finished it, but it took me over a year to finish Fear, and then it turns out that I just had like an hour and a half of the game left.
The thing I have beaten Fear all the way through, I think only once, and that last bit,
it's bad.
The end, it's bad. It made me stop playing.
The thing about it is that like I didn't know, but like the only shit that I had left to do in Fear was just the bad part where you're just walking around shooting ghosts for like an hour, and then the game just stops.
It's it. That's
so that how his stream sucked super bad because it was really boring for everybody.
Just like the worst enemy in the game.
In terms of viewership and like chat interaction, one of the worst streams I've ever had in a long time. it felt like the early days for me when I was like nobody was in chat. And like nobody was having a good time. And I was like, "This sucks." I finished the stream and I turned off OBS. I was like, "That was fucking terrible."
You gotta take the lumps sometimes.
Yeah, you do. Like nobody ever asked me like, "Hey, when are we doing another stream of fucking Doom 3?" I think that's because I was pretty clear that I wasn't doing that anymore.
Wasn't having fun.
I did one stream of Doom 3 and I was like, this sucks, guys.
I will say I feel like part of the reason we were never asked why we stopped doing Spider-Man is because everyone who came to those streams by the last one must have gotten the impression we were so fucking done.
Spider-Man Sunday!
Spider-Man Sundays, like when the new Leopardon footage showed up. Like for the first time in literally 7 episodes, and we were so excited that we had something new to look at.
You know what? Would you rather watch Leopardon or would you rather watch Donbrothers shit?
Oh
Because
god.
maybe next time we'll just cut out the footage and just put Leopardon in there instead.
Just have like any old Leopardon fight just on standby, like a video soundboard, and just play that in.
Yeah.
Over the fucking Donbrothers fight.
Yeah.
Leopardon compilation would be so painful because it is literally all the same footage.
The old man was from Planet Spider.
He was from
the Spider Race.
Yeah, he was
or
a spider
something.
Spider Sage, and
then after
he was from Planet Spider.
He died, but he didn't die, and he was just a spider for like 2 episodes, and then the
turned into a spider.
Also died.
Then the spider died, which I think is like we theorized that's because the real spider they were using died.
Yeah, they only had a budget for one spider, and the spider died, and they were like,
"That's it.
Whatever."
I generally don't know what the fuck that new Onitaijin thing is called. They say it every time, and
they
not.
Say it every time, but it rolls right out of my head because I'm so pissed off.
It's not a good name. It's like, is it like
salad.
Golden Toradora Onitaijin?
Yeah, it's just like, I know it's like the ultimate word salad bullshit.
It's just all the new bits. It's the gold from the Phoenix, and their previous combination was already just called Toradora Onitaijin because like Tiger Dragon, just no effort. Fuck off. Fuck yourself. Who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit?
I mean, Onitaijin and Toradora. Whoever the Toradora, which shitty name. They're good toys.
They're great toys.
You should buy it.
You should buy it.
Don't buy the Phoenix thing. It sucks.
Yeah, it sucks.
Toradora Gonjin.
Toradora Gonjin?
Gonjin is... No, that's nothing. It's nothing. I'm not going to say it. Whatever. What the fuck ever. Was that Toradora's... Man, whatever. Whatever.
It's not even what we're talking about.
It's not even what we're talking about. We're talking about Spider-Man.
We're talking about streams that I don't finish, and everybody's polite enough not to comment on the fact that I dropped like 1 million games.
It is. I have always assumed that it's just because it's like, yeah, it clearly wasn't fun for you. I won't force you to do it. By the way, when are we doing that Minecraft stream?
Hey, that's on you. I told you that's your fucking problem.
I know you. Well, hey, I got no time.
I told you that's your fucking problem.
I'll be real. I'll tell you all straight up. The reason I have not done this yet, as some of you know, right?
As some of you may know, Jagged sucked.
As has been made known, I resist the urge to get sucked. I'm not getting sucked in Minecraft. Sucking? No, Nova, you're right. I do. I was going to say, as some of you in chat know, I did renew my Minecraft Realm subscription.
I don't even know what that is.
It's like a private server that Mojang operates. It's just so much simpler than renting one from a third party.
You have to rent servers?
Well, you can do it another way, but just for the stability and not relying on like.
So you have to. So like it. So okay. So wait. So like, if you're playing like, there's no like peer-to-peer connection. Like it's all like server-based.
I think so. Yeah.
So there's not.
Unless it's LAN.
I don't even give shit.
Yeah.
Does this apply to consoles too? I don't care.
No, to consoles, there's definitely just like that's playing it over whatever service.
Xbox
but, like, PC,
Live.
Xbox Live or PS, whatever the
PlayStation Network.
Yeah, that's the
Nintendo
that's
Switch
normal.
Online.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Somehow I forgot it was on Switch.
It's on everything, baby.
It's literally on
fucking
everything.
iPhone.
It is.
It's on Java.
I used to have Minecraft Mobile.
Actually, it's.
Pocket
I don't think
edition.
you have to worry about what version of Minecraft on PC you use anymore. I'm pretty sure they unified it.
They might have.
I think Bedrock.
I don't know. I think Bedrock
exist.
is still. No, it's still around. I think.
I think they got rid of.
I've never
edition.
touched it. I've never touched Bedrock in my life. Anyway, I do have the Realms thing, and that lets you have 3 world saves. So I just have a separate one put aside for when we do that stream. So I'm gonna have to put you all on 24-hour Minecraft lockdown because I can't stop you from joining while we're in it. You're all just gonna have to behave and not crash the stream. Just stay out of it. Just don't get involved.
Don't bother me.
Don't bother me. I will revive later. The reason I have not done it, that was the financial thing, which is done now. The other thing is I wanted to make
money
custom
into this
textures.
stream.
I have put money into it, and I've made one of those. Making textures for Minecraft is really easy.
It's really easy.
It's really easy because they're really small. They're really small. They're literally like
they're pixels.
The standard like size for a player's face is literally 8 pixels across.
Jesus Christ.
So easy to make.
It's pixels.
But I haven't done the rest of those, and I wanted to work out what to do with them. And that's it. That's the only thing
I'm just gonna go fishing for like 6
just
hours.
Go fishing.
And I'm gonna go to that map with the hole in it. I'm gonna go to that sea with the hole in it and jump in the hole.
See what's in the hole. There's a big cave in the hole.
Is that what that is?
Let me get another look at that.
In the glance that I looked at it, I was like, that's the nether. It's just a hole that goes into the nether.
Proceed directly to hell. It does look.
They should let you do that. They should just let you make a huge nether portal.
Right in the floor.
Like a unreasonably massive nether portal.
I wish you could make them like flat to the ground like that.
Yeah.
Like you can only make them up. You can make them any fucking size upright though.
Can you? You just make them fuck ass massive?
Anything above like the minimum, which is like 2 across and 3 up, you can just go.
I thought it had to be 2 across, 3 up.
Nah,
I thought it was like a specific.
It used to be, but now you can go. Now you can go fucking ape shit. It still works exactly the same as a small one, but like you can just make a whole wall out of them.
Hole?
If you wanted to. Hole. There's holes in Minecraft.
Oh,
anyway, that's what I haven't done. That's one of those things You know what? No one ever asks me about the things I don't finish either, which is very polite of them because I'm always talking about doing stuff.
See, there's different levels of talking about you doing stuff. I know how to read when you say that like this is a thing I should do. I would like this is the thing that's going to happen. There's a difference when we talk about like art and stuff.
Yeah,
there's a verbiage.
There is a thing which isn't intentional. It's not conscious on my part, but it just comes out where my brain's like.
I'm just reading the vibes.
It's not gonna happen. I know. It's in there somewhere to me. This one was invented.
This one was invented by a writer.
We got you.
Gotcha. Not this time.
Not this time. It's fiction.
It's fiction.
Based on an urban legend.
Draw a cock right now.
Right now. I haven't got my tablet in here.
Somebody else. Take your tablet out. Draw Duke's penis.
Please. I can't do it every time.
You can't do it every time.
Someone else has to do
on it.
Thank you.
Draw V penis while you're at it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Together, if you want.
It's a Christmas card.
Who said that?
Who said that?
What were we cooking? That's what no one's ever asked is what were we cooking?
What are you cooking?
Cooking something.
Among Us.
Among Us.
I'm trying to think of anything else that I've never finished on stream or like still technically like have an owens of. There's a couple of games from the Donathon that I still haven't played yet. I think you can draw whatever penis you like. Don't put that in my chat.
You said it.
I didn't.
You did. I heard you.
Roll the tapes back. I still have to play. Well, like I still like. I started Dark Souls. Is that good enough?
It counts.
It counts.
Consider this our promise fulfilled.
I never said I'd beat it. Fuck off.
Pulled it all the way back to the episodes we watched today.
You should advertise all my streams. Like, no. I mean, like, you're probably right. There have been some streams where I have very explicitly been like, yeah, hi, I'm the computer. You're not getting that. Like Sonic Adventure, I was like, under no circumstances am I going to play this game to completion.
Absolutely not.
I actually have a list of games on like I have like a Steam list of games that I still have to like commit to or finish. Some of these are just commitments to myself. The Blade Runner game.
Oh yes.
Dark Souls, Disco Elysium, Garfield Kart. I owe somebody one more session of Heat Signature. Somebody wanted me to play fucking I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, which is not very
No, that's not
streamable. But I'll do it.
Streamable.
Somebody wanted me to play Kerbal Space Program.
Awful,
I think that was Nova.
Bit of KSP.
Yeah, a little bit of KSP. Pia, I won that from a giveaway that Pia did last year.
Oh yeah?
I'd never played it. Resident Evil 5.
I was just gonna say, I'll tell you what we were cooking.
I'll tell you what. What were we cooking with that?
Behind the scenes, there's a short list of games, if you can believe it from me, a short list of games that me and V have been like, these are co-op. We could play these. The
short list of games is Halo and Resident Evil 5.
That's it. No.
What else is there?
Half-Life 2.
Oh my! Shut the fuck up! Kill yourself. It's not a co-op game.
It's very easily makeable into a co-op.
We've
talked about that one longer than we talked about Resi 5.
Let me put fucking Half-Life 2 on this list, because you know what? It's not on there. Let me put Half-Life 2 Lost Coast.
Yeah, let's just play that. Fuck the rest of it.
Let's play Half-Life 1
you ever do.
Co-op.
Oi.
Oh, man, do you remember when I played? I wish I waited, but I'm glad I didn't. The Half-Life randomizer stream. Do you remember that?
Oh,
does anybody else remember that from before? That was like one of the last things I did before debut.
Yeah,
that shit was crazy. I had to cheat at the end.
That's right. I forgot. It's I don't know why it comes up. Sometimes I'll search up stuff on my blog, and the thing that will come up a lot of times is like your announcement for one of those Half-Life streams.
Oh my god!
Where it's just that like forum page with a screenshot of like the tentacles, and then it just says "Go to hell." That comes up that has appeared in like my searches a bunch of times for some reason. By the way, Nova, I'm in the camp of people who've already beaten EDF 4.1, but I don't own it on Steam. You're right.
I've never played that game in my life. I've been looking at it every time I open Steam for like the last month or like the last year, and I've been like, I should play that.
It's good.
Is it?
It's like 100 missions long, and I finished it, so it's got something.
It's playable.
It's very playable. I'm remembering I spent a lot of the back half of that game playing through missions, listening to legal podcasts. That's not related to anything. I just suddenly remembered that's what I was doing when I was playing that game. It's good. No, it is good. It's fun.
Let me just look down the list of shit. Okay, let me just look down the list of bullshit here on my Steam list. Let me take a look at everything that I have sorted into the collection of games for streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Did I get rid of that list? Where is it?
It's gone.
Thank God. I don't have to stream
anymore. No more games. That's it.
Here it is. Games for stream. American Truck Simulator. Among Us. BioShock. Daikatana.
Oh.
Deus Ex? Why did they put Deus Ex Human Revolution on here? I'm not fucking playing that. Are you kidding? Who put that shit on there?
I didn't say that.
Fallout New Vegas. I think I put a lot of these games on when I was like really early in it. I was like so desperate to be like, there's not enough games, so I'm gonna run out of games.
I'm gonna run out of shit to stream.
The video game version of the board game Life, which I bought and never played. Lego Star Wars, but not the new one.
Oh, right.
Monday Night Combat. Putt Putt Saves the Fucking Zoo.
Oh,
which again
God.
I bought explicitly for the reason of streaming it, and I haven't done it yet. Because I streamed Putt Putt. Did I stream that?
Putt Putt, you did stream that.
No, did I stream that before debut?
I was gonna say no. Someone else streamed that on your channel.
It was somebody else. It wasn't me.
That was a different person. That wasn't you.
Well, I'll stream Putt Putt Goes to the Moon. Yes, that's my favorite one.
That was so good.
That's the one I had.
I remember that stream.
That's the one I had as a kid. Putt Putt Saves the Zoo, which I've never played. Putt Putt Travels Through Time, which I've also never played.
Fuck.
Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion.
Oh man, yeah.
Star Wars Republic Commando, which is a game that I said that I would play over a fucking year ago, and I haven't even thought about putting it on the schedule yet. Star Wars Starfighter, Titanic, Adventure Out of Time, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, which is another game that I dropped and never played.
I remember that.
It's one of my favorite games, but it's like kind of boring sometimes.
Yeah.
It's just a collectathon, so it gets a little boring to watch me walk around and find opals.
Yeah.
Vanquish, which I have never played. Super Luminal, which I bought with the intention of streaming and I haven't done it yet. Tabletop Stimulator. What? Did you hear that?
I didn't hear that.
Did you hear that?
What was that?
It was Biscuit.
Mr. Biscuit? I didn't hear him.
What?
This is a thing. This is a thing that happens to me. I actually get left out of a lot of the sound stuff that happens on Vee's end because she comes to you through OBS, but to me through Discord. And Discord's like sound cutoff thing is way more brutal for me than it is for you. So I don't hear most of the transformation noises.
Sniff the microphone.
Start streaming.
Sniff it.
Sniff it.
Say something.
I never talk when you want to.
Say something. What? What? That is my fucking chair. You can't sit in that. You are being ridiculous.
No, I didn't know you had a cat.
You are being ridiculous right now. Hey, you're ruining my fucking podcast.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Bobo hasn't gotten in on the streams in quite a while.
Bobo's Bingus?
Bobo's Bingus? They don't come up here.
Are you purring right now? Do you really think that's appropriate?
That's not appropriate. You can't be doing that. You can't do that here.
Can't do that here. Hey. Get fucking gnomed.
Get out.
Get out.
Wow. Wow.
Get fucking gnomed, idiot.
Get gnomed. You can't do that.
You can't do that here. Hey.
Hey. You can't do that here. You will die without honor.
Don't.
You
No.
will never reach the 24th level.
We'll never reach the 24th level of Ascension. Whatever he just said.
I love that.
We'll die without honor.
And thanks a lot, Wolf. You will never reach the 24th
We'll
level.
Never.
He looks so upset. Oh, you know what? Okay, here's a game I remember that you streamed didn't finish. That has reminded me of his whatever that fucking Voyager game is.
Oh, the Star Trek Voyager game because it's fucking hard.
Because it's really fucking hard. Because like the second or third mission was just these loud, shrieking, horrible enemies that run up in your face and like are really tough. And after like an hour of doing that mission, you're like, I'm going to call it here and come back to this. And I presume it was such an unpleasant experience to go through that.
It was because I set the difficulty to hard because, like, whatever jackass, dickhead, YouTube asshole, probably Mando, was like, yeah, this game's too easy. You should play it on hard. And I'm like, okay, Mando.
These guys are fucked.
And it's
Okay,
not necessarily that the game is too difficult. It's just like I wasn't dying a bunch really.
No,
but I was just like struggling. Like it wasn't fun.
It just took for fucking ever.
And also the game was a pain in the ass to actually stream.
Right.
Because it's so old.
Yeah.
It's such an old computer game, and it doesn't really have a modern port or anything. Like even the GOG version, I'm pretty sure is just like a cut of the original PC version. Like I don't think it's modernized for consoles or anything. Because GOG has a great habit. I mean, it's a great platform that brings a lot of classic games to a modern audience, but they don't do fucking dick to make those games accessible. There's a lot of games on the GOG market that are literally just unplayable.
Hell yes.
Like Mortal Kombat.
Huh.
It's like I own like some SNK games that are like on the GOG platform that are just straight ass like unplayable without like funneling them through like Fightcade or some shit like that. And it's just like, why the fuck did I pay money for this? It's just too old. Yeah, I mean, it. To be fair, the game runs perfectly fine. It's streaming is a real issue with it because tabbing in and out of the game, it doesn't fucking like it. And if you do it too much or you do it in the wrong way, it'll just like lock you out of controlling the game or something.
Just break.
I remember that it ended up being more. It ended up being a lot more difficulty than the reward was.
Yeah.
So I sort of just dropped it, and then like I don't think I continued any games that I streamed from that era.
No.
Daikatana.
I think we got everything that we were gonna get out of that game anyway, because I guess that came up right because that was when like we all had a big swing into Star Trek for a little bit.
It was because I spent 2 years consistently and constantly watching every episode of Star Trek with my friends.
That's right. I remember this.
It was a bit of a Star Trek phase.
That stream came out right around the same time as the definitive Photon Torpedo count, which is still the best video ever made about Voyager. I watched that again recently. It's still really good.
One of the best videos.
And like as the open cutscene plays, we were all doing like the fucking Fire Photons full spread thing in the chat.
She actually did it.
And then she said it, and I remember everybody who was there went fucking apeshit because we'd all just been making that joke the entire time. She was like, Fire Photons full spread. They have one thing. So fucking dumb. Shields are at 47%. Fuck off.
47%. I think. Do you know what's out? You know, I'm gonna say something that's insane. Like, of the games that I streamed before this era, like it was like Daikatana, I never finished. Elite Squad, I never finished. I streamed some Halo.
I remember that definitely.
Because there were a couple of good clips from that era of me streaming Halo 1.
That's what I remember.
I streamed all of Dusk, and then never streamed it again. It has been over a year, and I have not actually played Dusk on this channel. Other than that, like I never revisited Dusk at any point on stream. I did it before debut, and then I never went back to it. When are we getting the Duskworld stream? Hey, I don't want to give them anything, okay? Those assholes can get people to play on Duskworld when they finish the fucking game. Ultra Kill was the first game I streamed post-debut.
Does Dusk have co-op?
No.
No.
It should. It will someday. It supposedly.
I was thinking.
If they ever finish
I almost said that earlier.
Goddamn game.
No. Well, hey, I never finished it either, but that's different because I'm not the one making it. I got to episode 3. I got like 2 levels into episode 3, and then I was like, no, I'll do it another time. Because I got Deep Rock Galactic right around the same time, and then I've played 200 hours of that since getting it in like July. Second most played game of all time.
Deep Cock
Galactic.
Galactic.
That's the one.
That's it.
That's
my most played game on Steam is still Halo.
Yeah, makes sense. Oh yeah, the Master Chief Collection's been creeping up for me. That's
521 hours.
I'll tell you why. It's because I don't play a lot of games on Steam, so it's a pretty short list. Doesn't take a lot to make my most played game.
300
Stardew
hours.
Valley is my currently most played.
Halo
It's
Infinite.
really funny because I've not played a lot of it. Voss streamed Stardew Valley off of my Steam account a bunch of times. Is why that's so high. I played one full playthrough of it. Well, no, it wasn't full. We just stopped playing it at some point.
Unfortunately, some of my long-term Steam numbers are bad, or like not correct, because this is actually my second Steam account. I lost one in high school. So like a lot of my old times, like otherwise like my time in like fucking TF2 would be a lot higher.
Right, yeah.
My time in Dark Souls is 180 hours though. Which is not reflective. Actually, that is pretty reflective of how much actual time I was spent playing Dark Souls 1. My time in Fallout New Vegas on Steam is only 57 hours, which is not reflective of my lifetime experience with Fallout New Vegas, which is probably about 300 fucking hours on Xbox.
Oh yeah, God, the Xbox times. Oh, I wish there was any way to get those.
Yeah.
Because I would love to know what my most played game on Xbox was. It was one of the Halos.
Hey, there's one that nobody's ever really bugged me that much about. I used to stream New Vegas and then I broke it.
That's right.
Actually, a couple people did ask me if it was coming back at various points, and I was like, no.
No.
Here's the problem.
Hey, Optimus, do you want to see something funny?
No.
No?
I want to spend the rest of my life trying to say that the way that he said it that one time. No?
No?
It's both a question and a statement at the same time. Anyway, if you will recall, my run of Fallout New Vegas that was modded was tragically cut short because I got impatient in the end of the first DLC, and I broke the scripting for the game.
Oh no.
I broke the scripting so that I couldn't leave the last encounter and couldn't end the DLC. And there was probably an easy fix for that, but I didn't want to deal with it. So I kept putting it off. And then I got a new computer. So then, all of the mods that I never kept a list of are all fucking gone. Which means that save file is probably fucked anyway.
Yeah.
Without the glue of those mods holding it together.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know if those saves are even still on this, like on the game anymore. If I were to play Fallout New Vegas, I would have to start all the way back from scratch again. It's just not entirely appealing.
No.
Maybe next year. Maybe after 2 years we'll have enough time. We're like, yeah, now we can revisit Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah.
Fallout Fridays.
Fallout Fridays. Minecraft Monday.
No.
Singular.
Minecraft Monday.
That's it. I'll start streaming Minecraft after that.
Minecraft Monday.
I can't be doing that.
Can't be doing that.
I could actually, because I still don't work Tuesday mornings, so I actually could.
Bit of Tuesday, isn't it?
Bit of Tuesday. Minecraft Mondays. Toku Tuesdays. Fallout Friday.
Spider-Man Saturday.
Spider-Man Saturday. Stream every day of the week.
Used to do that. Or at a job.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think I ever had a week where I streamed all 7 days of the week. I streamed 5 days of the week several times.
Oy.
I used to stream every weekday and then take weekends off for myself, but now I do the exact opposite. Because I can't be doing all that.
No. This is an indulgence on my part.
This is a
When
job.
did we? This is my other job, my third other job.
When did we what?
When did we start doing these on like Tuesday nights? Because
after you got the job.
After I got the job, were we doing these? When did we start?
No,
doing
I think
these?
we always did these on Tuesdays. Didn't you ask specifically for like
this job?
Yeah,
this job I did, but like
I think it just worked out the last one.
Because we've been doing this. Yeah, I think it did.
We do these on Tuesdays
because
episodes come out on Sundays, and I wanted to give people an appropriate amount of time to watch the episodes on their own.
Yes.
Presuming that people didn't want to... Like, my presumption was that people wouldn't want to try to watch the episode for the first time with me talking over it.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people actually do watch the episodes for the first time here. I'm still presuming that nobody does that. The way that most people... Okay, Jupiter does. I presume that most people watch the episode first and then come here to watch us react to it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how I don't know how good of a viewing experience that would be. First time for me. But yeah, we always did it on Tuesdays because Monday, like I give people 2 days after the episodes come out, or like a day after subs come out.
Yeah,
like
and I used to not do Wednesdays at my old job as well. That was what was confusing me.
Yeah, it was.
That was by chance.
Yeah, that was by chance.
I didn't ask for that. I was angling to do 4 days a week, but I wanted a long weekend. They were like, give you Wednesday off because it's a slow day anyway. So this worked out really well.
Yeah, it just happened to work out.
Tuesday night, and then we just kept
just
it going.
Got lucky about it
forever. And luckily, my current job was like, I won't put stuff on your Tuesday mornings, on your Wednesday mornings.
Bit of Tuesday.
Bit of Tuesday, bit of Wednesday.
I literally thought it was Thursday, like at work.
Oh, yeah,
this week has been rough. This week work has been so stressful this week that I was like, oh man, long week, huh? And it's like, it's fucking Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
It's fucking like 1:30 p.m. on a Tuesday. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Pain. I hate when that happens. I'm all fucked up this week because not only did I have to do one of my jobs from last Thursday yesterday, but I didn't do the job that I normally do on Monday mornings either. I know how to do the judge. I know how to do the judge. So I literally have done, like, I went from doing my Thursday to doing my Tuesday, so my week is suddenly 4 days longer, it feels like. It's alright. It's easy. We're going out for Christmas dinner.
Law and Order, you fucking...
I'm so glad that's in your head as well, because it never comes up. It's so fucking good. I seriously... I can't ever think of an instance where it's come up, but that's just in my head.
Yeah.
All the fucking time. I'm totally bored of elections. Whenever I say I'm totally bored of something, that is what I'm thinking.
Top 5 YouTube poops for me.
So good. The first of the 20 presidential debates.
The candidate's answers will not matter.
More importantly, you will not focus on what the candidates say.
Oh my god. I was about to ask you something about the United Kingdom and then I forgot.
I wonder what that was. I'd love to tell you. I love telling you things about the UK.
You got telly over there?
Got telly?
Fish and chips?
Bit of telly. Fish and chips. There's plenty of fish and chips. We got a famous fish and chip place where I live.
Smack.
It sucks.
Smack. I can't think of the rest of the words.
Smack bum, pay wet.
Oh, yeah. Man, can we do a stream where we watch that fucking wacky ass guy?
Oh yes, what is he called?
I don't even goddamn know.
Fuck that guy. Oh, fuck that. Yeah, no, I was thinking about him the other day as well.
Fucking psychopath.
You know that one you sent me where he's like getting stuff in like a food truck out in like a big shopping lot? I think about that because like sometimes when my day syncs up right, I do literally just get like a burger for lunch from a food truck like that, and whenever I'm there, I'm thinking about like this, like real burger scranners know a good bun makes all the difference. Oh, fucking shut up!
You could see that guy out there.
I could. I actually could.
You could see that guy out there.
Fucked up thing. He operates mostly in southeast London. That's like 45 minutes from where I am.
You could see that motherfucking guy out there.
I could just see him. If I go,
we could just operate back and forth between that fucking weirdo's videos and that like cowboy cook guy who does like, I don't know if you've seen that. There's like we can argue between like obnoxiously British guy and like obnoxiously Southern guy.
Oh yes, that would be ideal. It's been a minute since we did the watching cooking videos.
Yeah, I feel like we don't have any time.
What the fuck? I'm so busy. I got shit to do. We got shit to do.
Maybe we could do that this weekend.
Yeah, that'd be good. I'm not doing anything this weekend.
I got stuff to do like
tomorrow.
So I cannot do it right now. I have I gotta work.
I got work as well.
Jay's gotta go to work. It's like 2 a.m.
It's like 3 a.m.
It's like what?
It's 3 a.m.
It's like 3 a.m.
Yeah, it's 3 minutes past 3 a.m.
It's a matter of fact.
It's fine. As a matter of fact, it's fine. I have one thing tomorrow. It's really close. It's easy. Do people know what I do when I talk about my jobs, or am I just?
I know.
Do I just leave it up to?
I think you talk about it on like the blog, on like your blog,
on Tumblr.
Like, you talk about it on Tumblr. I don't know if you've ever like dropped what you actually do.
No.
Well, you can make it up right now.
I could make it. I literally Bunny Girls a living.
Yeah, Jay puts on the maid dress.
Yeah, I put on the maid
dress.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Housekeeping. Fuck, got me.
I gotta be.
I can't tell a lie.
Gotta play Halo.
Gotta play Halo.
I gotta go play the pit. Whatever the fuck it's called now.
It's got. That's the one thing I didn't say. V sent me a thing saying they're putting the pit in Halo Infinite.
Rare dub.
Rare dub, and we just got talking about Halo after that. But the one thing in all that conversation I forgot to say is the name they've given it is stupid.
Yeah, it is stupid.
It's no good. The one concession.
No good.
That's no good. The one concession I will give to the Halo 4 version is its name was at least
Pit Stop.
Pitfall.
Oh, right. Pit Stop is the MLG version of the pit.
Oh, that's right. I haven't heard MLG in a good long time.
League. Pit Stop is actually just like the tournament legal version. The difference between the pit and Pit Stop in Halo 3 is that the pit, like if you go into Halo 3 like right now and you load up Pit, you'll get all of the stuff that's like not like they took out of all the maps because it was crappy and unbalanced. I'm talking like the radar jammer, the fucking flashbang, different weapon placements and shit like that.
I forgot about that.
They'll and the Pit Stop removes all of that, and I think it modifies some of the weapon placements.
Right. It comes up a lot in Halo 3 Slayer rotation.
It's like the MLG map.
Right. Yeah, I can see why. It's pretty good. The 4 one, I said this to you, the Halo 4 version that sucks fucking cock.
It's because they didn't it's
didn't
one of the
change anything.
It's one of the rare instances where Halo 4's map design or Halo 4's movement design works against legacy map design, because Halo 4 is faster and way faster, and then like that's why most maps of Halo 4 are bad because they're too big.
Yeah,
but in this case, it's the exact opposite. When the goddamn map is too small because it was initially built for the foot speed of a Halo 3 Spartan,
which is really slow. It's like you have dedicated sprint at all times in 4. Yeah. You can cross the whole fucking.
You can cross the pit in like 10 seconds.
Nothing. They did make. I won't say they didn't change anything though, because you know that like room with the sword at the bottom of the map. With the corridor that goes under it.
There's a hole.
They've got a drop. There's a hole there now.
Thank God.
Thank you.
Sorry,
Thank fucking.
Why the fuck is that
God for that? I seriously didn't know it was there. I've played that one time while playing Halo, and I went underneath. And I was like, "What the fuck is this? What is this? Who asked for this? Does it help? Didn't help me.
I don't think it's helpful.
Didn't help me with the guy who was camping in that upper fucking alleyway with a sniper rifle for the entire game. Is that fun? Are you playing the game when you're doing that? Dudes who find a power weapon and hold down a corner for an entire 15-minute game, I feel sorry for them.
I feel sorry for them.
You're not having fun.
I am.
Surely. Is it giving you the dopamine
Is it
to
giving
sit there?
me? Is it providing?
Is it providing you to sit in the corner with the beam rifle and do nothing?
Do you remember in Halo 2 multiplayer the sword had infinite charge?
That's fucked.
That was insane.
That's so fucked.
That was insane because it wasn't even like that in campaign.
No.
They were like, clearly that would violate the balance of campaign, but it's fine in multiplayer.
It's fine in multiplayer. Don't worry about it.
Fucking psycho.
This is not really relevant to anything. You know, earlier when we were watching Geats, and I was like, literally just jump in and play like a maniac because it always works.
Yeah.
That is advice I was giving to myself out loud playing Free For All Slayer earlier.
Just jump in.
Just literally just jump in. Is it Epitaph, that big map on like the tower in the desert in 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. I was playing that, and
that
you know how
map.
you spawn with like fuck that map for real. Like you spawn with the BR and the assault rifle.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I was doing pretty badly in that, and I was like, switch to the AR, play like a fucking nutcase, and I finished like halfway up the leaderboard.
Yeah.
Just go nuts. Just dive in. People don't know what to do when you play like a fucking lunatic.
Pull out the AR and they're like, oh.
They see you using a non-precision weapon, and they're like, there's no counter for this.
There's no counter for this.
There's no procedure. What the fuck do I do? What do I do? I would run in through fire, shoot them just enough to get them to like melee kill, and I got like fucking 7 kills doing that.
That's that's the classic Halo 3.
It's disgusting. You shouldn't win engagements like that.
Okay, the thing about the assault rifle is like, I don't know if it was like the official guidebook that told me this or like something. I've like internalized this for like 10 years. The assault rifle in Halo 3 is the poor man's shotgun. It was like the sentence that I read. I'm like, it literally is.
That's so fucking right. Just close the gap and you'll just
the assault rifle is strictly for stripping shields and then you just beat them.
That's it. It's all you need. They don't even need to break is the fucked up part.
Yeah, because they changed their shields. How that worked.
It's gross.
When Halo 3 launched, it wasn't like that.
No,
It was actually seriously controversial change.
I can see why.
At the time, in like 2007 or like 2008, it was a major update and it was a seriously controversial change. It used to be that no matter if a Spartan had 1 HP, like 1 point of shield left, if you meleeed them,
it would just break the shield.
It would just break shield and not do any damage, which could result in losing trades because you like 1 bullet from your assault rifle missed, and then you trade melees out and they win, and it pisses you off. It also changed the way the calculation works on BR headshots.
Right.
Like they changed it so that like breaking the shield, like then the rest of the damage would carry over. But it was a very controversial change at the time, and then it stuck forever.
Yeah, it's nasty. I won't say I don't feel good about it because like it's such a dumb fucking way to win exchanges. But like multiple times I would do that. I would dive into just like a fucking like a 3-way firefight, and I would get out of it somehow.
Yeah,
and I'd be like, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, no, just literally go fucking crazy. I like you see the guy you want to kill as he's running into an altercation. You're like, it doesn't matter that I'm gonna die to somebody else. It doesn't matter so long as I kill this guy I started shooting before everybody else showed up. I'm just gonna jump in, and this is like I'm just giving you play-by-plays of this fucking one game on Epitaph, but like I was chasing the guy down. Jumped in, had no shields, and I out loud was like, I'm gonna get sniped. I'm gonna get like tapped with the BR. That's it. I'm not gonna get the kill. Fuck. And then no, I got him. and I left the room. It's fucked up.
Fuck off.
Shouldn't have worked. Shouldn't have worked. But I'll take it. We take those.
We take those.
Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. You jump in and play like a maniac, and it works stupidly well. Don't try and strategize in free for all. It's not worth it.
Hi there. Doing well. Hope you're doing okay. Like, that shit ended with Halo 3, and then Reach came out and it was like,
oh, you can't do that.
Can't do that.
You can't. Don't try and use the AR.
Anything other than the fucking DMR.
No, DMR
Can't
only.
Use the pistol.
Fuck off. Get out. All the power weapons. Get those. But
oh yeah,
the AR,
power weapons. Do you want power? What are you gonna do with the fucking concussion rifle, bud?
That's not a power
What are you gonna
weapon.
do with the
That's not a
focus rifle?
That's like focus rifle.
What are you gonna do with it?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with that?
Useless. It's good, but it's useless.
No, it's not.
It does fucking nuts damage, but like you're never gonna land enough hits to know.
Yeah.
Because it's fucking
It doesn't.
slow.
It does nuts damage, and then you're gonna turn around and get beat to death.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's literally a single target focus down that tells everyone where you are if you try and use it.
Is the focus rifle not a power weapon? I mean, it's
gotta be.
It's right? An analog to the sniper rifle, isn't it?
It counts as a sniper. Like the game considers it a sniper weapon.
Yeah. What are you gonna do with the grenade launcher, bud?
Oh well, if you're anybody that isn't me, you're gonna be really fucking good with it. Apparently, whenever I come up against that shit in multiplayer, everyone else seems to have spent all the years since Reach came out learning how to use the fucking thing. I think just kill you around corners with that thing.
No, the needle rifle is a better option for sniping because the needle rifle and the DMR are overpowered and broken. Talk about a video game. Because the DMR, because the game is because Reach's sandbox is terrible. The only viable weapons are the headshot weapons. Yeah,
that's it. Unless you're playing a game mode where they're just not there.
Yeah.
If you're playing just Auto Slayer, you're not gonna have fun.
You're not gonna have fun
because the spread is fucked on the AR.
It's like the DMR, the needle rifle, like the shotgun, the sword, the hammer.
Yeah. Sniper rifle.
Thank you for following and for looking. Like the rocket, the fuel rod, some power weapons.
The Reach sandbox isn't very good.
Reach sucked. I can't believe we all fucking tricked ourselves into thinking we liked that game.
Whenever it comes up, when I just queue up for anything and I get Reach, I'm always like, ugh. It's like the one I want to play the least because I've played too much of it. I know all the problems.
Yeah, I know all the problems. That's the problem with putting 600 hours into Halo, and it's like, I know what's wrong with this game.
I know where the issues lie. You know what? Here's a funny thing, because I'm still thinking about... Because I just played like a couple of matches of Halo 3. After you messaged me about it, I was hoping I'd get the pit, and I didn't.
Why?
I played a map of Slayer on Foundry, which is weird.
Oh,
that doesn't happen.
The
normal
Foundry map?
Yeah, just base Foundry.
Yeah, Foundry's... Yeah, I get that.
I forgot what that even looked like. I've never seen that.
Let me tell you...
Well, I've seen it, but like...
It's sweaty in there.
Oh, gee, that's literally what I was gonna say.
Because Foundry is like where tryhards go to train.
Yeah, no, okay. It wasn't a fluke then. It felt like it felt real environmental, but like the guy who won that game, he killed me twice, right, which is normal in Free For All Slayer. We had a bit of a protracted exchange, and he just played better than me, so fine, And I watched in the kill cam, he ran over and he did the thing where he hits your body.
Nice.
Like just stands there. And I was like, fuck off, dude. It wasn't impressive. It was like he did not outplay me.
It's where tryhards go to live and breathe.
So
I don't know why.
It felt like something in the air.
I think it's because there's a different iteration of Foundry that's used for 1v1s and 2v2s.
Oh fuck!
So for whatever reason, Foundry is just tryhard central.
That's just where they practice the tech.
Yeah.
The thing is, he was definitely holding down corners and like, yeah, come try it again. and I just left him alone for the rest of the game. I tried it one more time, and I was like, no, I'm not giving you the satisfaction if this is what you're gonna do. Like, no, you go play the game, and I'm just gonna go kill everybody else.
It's a fucking tournament map, so it's the same level of tryharding you get on fucking Heretic. Midship. If you want to be proficient about it.
I really don't like that.
Nobody liked that. The only people who like midship are people who actually played Halo, like, competitively.
Seriously. It is always so funny when you get these people who get so heated when they win like 3 exchanges with you, and you're playing Halo social.
Yeah,
like
go play ranked, buddy.
Go play fucking competitive. If you're being competitive, just go do that. If you're this pressed about getting 1 kill on me on my second game of the day, you gotta relax, dude.
Fucking
Swords
shit.
Only match.
Goddamn. Honestly, even Swords on Heretic sucks because people still try hard in camp. I've never had a fun match of Heretic in my life.
I think it was
in my life.
I think it was on Halo 2.
Midship.
It was King of the Hill. That wasn't a good match, but it was enjoyable because it's Heretic, so you all just spawn with plasma grenades.
Oh yeah.
So the whole game was just endless plasma explosions.
And that's hateful, by the way.
Yeah, that's awful. Why do they do that? Why would you do that?
Why did you do that? I think the only thing that's worse than Heretic is the fucking version of Heretic that's in Halo Reach, which may be the worst map that's ever been in any game in my entire life.
The grab lift that takes you up out of bounds.
What a hateful
Why'd they
little
do
map.
That? That has brought out, like, because I'll be honest, I'm usually not very good at Halo, despite having played it for years. I've never been terribly concerned with being good at video games, so I never learned when I was young. But I can, like, if I apply my brain, if I shift up yourself, I can do it. Like, I know how to be good. I just don't usually care to expend that kind of mental energy. I got stuck in an incredibly painful game of fucking SWAT, which is the worst game mode in the series, by the way.
Yep.
For going up against tryhards in particular, they breed like roaches.
Unless I'm winning, and then it's fine.
Yes, then it's good. You know when you're on a team and they're not very good?
No.
You know when your teammates, like, and again, I'm not a really good Halo player, but you know when your teammates are just not as good at the game. Just not good, yeah. Like, and but like the enemy team also isn't that great, so it's not a stomp. It's just going to be a really fucking long game.
It's just like a fucking 20-minute game where they're constantly up by 5.
Yeah, one of those.
Because for every 2 kills you get, they team wipe you.
Yeah, for real. I have never played SWAT so well as I did on that, because I was like, I'm not having it. I'm not having us just get fucking just chipped down relentlessly. Not only are we going to take the fucking lead, I'm going to keep them off my teammates long enough for them to aggregate enough kills that we win. I'm not having it. I looked at that fucking scenario ahead of me, the slow, painful loss. I was like, no, I'm going to play the best SWAT of my fucking life on this awful map. And I did. I was holding down corners. I was checking sight lines. I was fucking babysitting that team like they were small ducks. I was like, if I see them anywhere in line of sight of my teammates, I'm just going to start laying down fire. You're not getting near them. You don't get the free kill.
I've had to do this a million times in Infinite.
I have seen you posting about the games you've played in Infinite. It's fucked the scoreboards you've put out before. What are the other? What's everyone else do?
The thing about Halo Infinite is that the average skill level is way lower because it's free to play.
Yeah, I was.
And because right. I would say that the average skill level in a like Halo Infinite is like pretty on par with the average skill level in like your average like modern, like current, like the most current Call of Duty game or like whatever.
Right.
Because I usually post not as good but similar results in Call of Duty when I get like going, when I bother to play that shit. The difference is that Master Chief Collection is almost entirely populated only by people who are still fucking playing Halo 3.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
It was pretty dire. I think it's a little better right now, but like there
It's
was
not
like
been too bad
there was like a
lately.
good 6 months after Infinite came out where like the only matches you could get in Master Chief Collection were like people who were so fucking like so stuck in the old ways and like so angry and stubborn that they would not touch the new game and they would only play Halo 3. So like, or like whatever, like older Halo games.
Yeah.
But it was mostly like 3 and Reach and 2. So like while Infinite was in its especially bad phase back then, and you're like, God, I just like I'll just go back and play some Halo 3, and it's like you just get stomped on by a guy who's on his fucking 17th straight hour of Halo 3 on a fucking Thursday afternoon.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And it's like, brother, don't you have a job?
Do you not have anything better to do with your time? Surely.
I don't know. It's a little better now, but there have definitely been times when, and it seems like the only people still playing MCC were just like just the scrubbiest tryhards possible. Like people who would just fucking like who would just like fucking 30 and OU and have a bad attitude about it to boot.
Yeah. Oh God, it's so that's
like you're winning, my brother. Why are you angry?
I can't even be mad when it happens because I'm just like, what are you doing, man?
Why are you so mad?
Why are you so mad when you just beat me and my whole team so fucking hard?
You got more kills on your own than the entire team did, like all other 4 players combined. Why are you mad?
Why are you
They're just so angry at like the concept of Halo.
Yeah.
But they have like no other games that they want to play. Like they have nothing else. Like they have no other hobbies than just playing Halo.
Yeah.
That was a major problem when Infinite came out and it was like bad. It's like everybody who had made Halo their entire personality had nothing left. I'm like dead serious, okay? Like, and I'm like not just like fans, but like content, quote unquote content. I guess I should say quote unquote content creators too. Like, video guys, everybody from people who do like posted gameplay to people who would do lore videos and shit.
Yeah.
I used to follow a lot of Halo people on YouTube, like people who are posting news, trick shot videos, like the lore guy. Like there's like the lore guy who was like so like much known as like the lore guy that he would like get advanced copies of Halo novels to do reviews on the novels. Like he was like the fucking lore guy, right? All these people, and then Halo Infinite came out and it just sucked.
Yeah.
And it just sucked, right? So all of these people had just no choice. Like they had nothing to do. So like I saw a lot of them just like feed into the lowest common denominator and just post like clickbaity hate videos about how shitty Halo Infinite is.
Yeah.
And then a lot, like most of them quit because either they realized that like being overwhelmingly negative about something that you used to love is really soul-sucking.
Yeah.
Or they realized that like the audience was leaving them because nobody followed them to listen to them bitch. Not like me. So like all like I unfollowed.
That wasn't meant to suggest anything.
I unfollowed pretty much all of them, but like even like the lore guy, as far as I know, he is on an indefinite hiatus from Halo. He quit. He was the lore guy.
Gone.
He's just gone now because he just doesn't give a shit anymore.
Infinite did break a lot of people.
Infinite did irreparable damage to Halo as a brand.
Seriously did.
So did the goddamn TV show. I think that was maybe the final straw for the lore guy.
Yeah.
Was the TV show. I think I remember him like finishing the last like lore wrap up for like the last episode of the Halo TV show. I don't even know if he made it to the end of the goddamn show. And he's just like, that's it. I'm fucking done.
Bye.
I'm taking an extended hiatus. I won't be making any more content or videos. I don't know when I'll be back, if I'll ever come back. I need to take time for myself. It's like, this has, like, the direction that Halo has taken has broken you.
Yeah.
You are a man who dedicates swaths of his entire life to a singular thing, and this has broken you to the point where you want nothing to do with it anymore. Like, all these people, like the trick shot guy, the review guys, the fucking, like, all the, like, the other smaller lore guys, the people who were, like, just doing news videos and stuff, all of them just either backed out and quit or just became, like, overwhelmingly negative, where, like, 2 months before they were literally getting like paid sponsorships by 343 to hype the game up.
Yeah.
Like, I saw a lot of these guys getting early access to like guaranteed, they probably got guaranteed access to, like, the open betas or the closed betas, and everybody got access to the open betas. Access to the betas, early campaign access. I saw a lot of these channels get early campaign access, and they were all super, super positive about it. And then, like, the multiplayer dropped for real, and everybody realized this was it. And it just fumble after fumble after fumble after fumble, and it just turned everything sour. And it just, like, a lot of people either just left or just gave in to, like, hate baiting for views, which is even worse, actually. Which is just sad, because it's just pathetic to do that.
Just get out at that point.
It's just fucking pathetic, actually, to flip-flop like that. It's not even like a flip-flop necessarily. I wouldn't even say that. Like, they had a right to be upset with the game being subpar.
Yeah.
But, like, milking every little outrage for views is kind of pathetic. I'm not going to pretend that it's not. Like, I'm not really going to say that it's not a little bit pathetic. You do what you got to do, but it's whatever. But, like, that's I don't even, like, know what's happening with, like, any of that. Like, I have no connection to, like, the Halo community anymore, because I don't care. As much as I love Halo, I've always considered myself to be more on the casual side of it.
Yes.
Other than, like, that, like, year and a half where I was, like, super into it, like, when I got back into Halo and, like, reignited it.
Yeah.
Like, right now, I still play Infinite because I'm good at it and I like winning. And that's it.
Yeah. All you need.
Has anything, since we're very close to the release date of Infinite, we're already past that. Oh wait, the release of the campaign. Anything changed in regards to the campaign? Yeah, I didn't like it. I think I made that pretty clear when I streamed it the first time, but I didn't like the campaign story. Thought it was half-baked, predictable, and had no actual substance in it. I thought it was a cheap cop-out. Especially with the massive unbegod retcons that they shoved in for the second time in a row. When, like, Halo fucking 5 retconned shit from Halo 4, and then Halo Reach or Halo Infinite retconned everything from Halo 5.
Why did they do that?
Because they're just, the feedback was so negative that they just, like, couldn't stomach sticking to their guns.
That's fucked. That's the worst thing you can do. That's
it really
the
is.
Worst option.
It really, really is.
Like, if you do something, people, like, if you do something as, like, a setup to a thing and people don't like it, the worst thing you can do is just completely renege on it, because then it was completely pointless.
Yeah, then it just makes it worse in retrospect.
Then it was as bad as everyone who didn't like it said it was.
Yeah,
because now it didn't amount to anything.
It, now they have nothing.
Fucked.
Yeah.
Now they have nothing. Fuck off.
It's so funny because you literally, like, Infinite, the response to Infinite has been so bad that, like, you literally, for a couple weeks there, Halo 5 was literally trending with people, like, posting the goddamn Thanos gift that's like, maybe I was too harsh on you. Like, you weren't.
No. Halo 5
you fucking weren't. Like, you were, but you weren't. Like, you were too harsh on the gameplay. You were not too harsh on the, but, like, people are like, Halo 5 wasn't as bad as we thought it was. Okay, we lived with Halo 5 for, like, 6 years. It was not.
It took a long time.
I don't know if it was that long. It was like 4.
It was a lot of 5 time
years
between 5 and between 5 and Infinite. 'Cause Infinite's like last year.
Yeah, we're coming up on 1 year at this point.
Right, and yeah, 5. Jesus, that was a long time ago.
Guys, I didn't play Halo 5, but like we lived with that
No.
game for 5 years, and the public perception of it was never positive, ever.
No, never.
It never was positively received.
From before it came out.
From before it came out, because the advertising campaign was full of bullshit lies.
Completely full of lies. But even I remember seeing the designs for like some of the fire teams and stuff, and just being like,
fuck up. They're so bad.
Wow, they look horrible.
They're so bad.
The red
Vale
woman,
Spartan Vale.
Oh, to this day, just astonishingly bad.
It's fucked because like Vale's design would be fine if it was not Halo. I mean, it's still kind of like
it's
still kind of like horny ish.
Yeah,
like it's like girl, like it's like girl, like but like in context of it being Halo is worse because you've seen female Spartans in other media before and they look identical because it's fucking armor.
Like, what the fuck are you doing? What is this? Also, yeah, Jackie, I'd just like to go back and say, literally, that's exactly my experience with Infinite. Is I've never heard anything about any of it except for what Vee has told me on these streams, and that it isn't good.
Yeah, okay. You want to hear about the music in Halo Infinite?
You want to
hear about the music
in Halo Infinite? I'll hear about the music.
I'll tell you a story about the music in Halo Infinite, okay?
What's good to tell me?
Before Halo Infinite came out, some of the music got leaked, and there was in the leaked music, there was a new rendition of the Warthog Run from Halo 3, you know that one?
Oh, yeah.
Ask me where that plays in the game.
Where does that play
in
the game?
Fucking end credits. It doesn't play in the game.
I'm sick.
None of the fucking, like, we were getting, we had leaks of new renditions of, like, Walk in the Woods from Halo CE, the Warthog Run, and, like, some other iconic parts of Halo's musical history, right?
Yeah.
None of those remixes or, like, new iterations of the songs play in the game. At the end, during the end credits, when it's just white text on a black screen, they just go through all those songs, like Walk in the Woods and like whatever. I can't remember the other ones. They're not in Infinite.
Why?
The music in Halo Infinite is like completely unremarkable. It's like
what the fuck?
It's just like not. 343's never gotten the music in Halo right.
They really never have. Oh. I feel like I've said this before. I've at least said it to you before, but I will never forget my first ever experience with Halo 4. Getting it on Christmas Day, no less. Booting up the Xbox. Sad. This is already sad. What a shitty Christmas that was. Booting it up, putting it in, installing the game for a fucking hour.
Yeah.
Obviously. Once that was done, oh god, I actually had an install disc, Halo 4.
Yes, it did. It had an install disc.
Fuck my life. Yeah, that was fun.
That was a good look forward at things to come.
Oh, that was brilliant. Yeah, put the disc in, be told you have to fucking install it first. Put in the other disc, install it for an hour. Put the fucking normal disc back in, load it up, and be greeted with that fucking menu music.
Crappy menu music.
That was beyond the fact I already didn't like what Master Chief looked like.
Yeah.
Because he looks fucking terrible.
He looks terrible.
And 5. Just awful. I really hated that design for him from what we'd seen of the trailers, which wasn't a lot, but I knew I didn't like it. And then that menu music kicked in, and
the most unremarkable, boring,
just sinking feeling immediately. I was like, this is wrong.
This is not Halo.
This isn't right. This isn't.
Yeah, this the subtle vocalizations in the drums. Why don't you just copy the fucking soundtrack from Call of Duty 4?
It was like a worse rendition of the menu theme from Assassin's Creed Revelations. Which is not that's like not a prestigious comparison. I like the menu theme from Revelations. It works for Assassin's Creed Revelations. It's a bit generic.
Assassin's Creed Revelations is definitely a game that exists.
Exactly. It's fine for what it is, but like It's Halo 4,
It's Halo fucking 4, guys.
Kind of a big deal because Halo 3 was like
the end of a fucking
Halo 3 was
empire.
a huge thing when it came out. Halo 3 was
the biggest
like the Xbox history. Game. Yeah.
At the time.
And then Halo 4 follows that up, and it's like, oh.
I don't want to blame 343 too much because like they were really put in like the most unenviable position possible.
Oh yeah, there was pretty no good way out of that.
There was no good way out of that. But like, and I respect the decision not to just copy Marty McDonald's music.
Yeah, no, it was good to try and do something different.
They did not understand what they were doing.
No.
I see people defend it. It's like, oh, it's supposed to be like haunting and mysterious because of the Forerunner Shield world. It's fucking Halo. Jesus Christ. It's a fucking action game. Like, I'm not playing a fucking mystery adventure, you shithead. I'm playing fucking Halo.
It's Halo.
I want fucking rock guitar. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, it's somber and mysterious. It's fucking Halo.
There's just no pulse to it.
There's no pulse to it. It's like a dead fucking fish. Yes, by the way, co-op did come out. Co-op is out.
Oh.
By the way. That came out in the winter update.
Oh! God, the way...
What?
So I knew, right?
Yeah.
I knew when Halo 4 came out about some of the lore, because I used to watch, lore videos. I was on Halo Waypoint, I knew about this stuff that was going on. I knew about the Forerunners and other things. I went through and found the terminals and stuff, Like, I knew some of this stuff. And even I was aghast to see... I was appalled. Even on the first playthrough, when they got to the librarian, I was like...
What the hell?
What are you doing? Like, I understand what this character is. I know the things you're referencing because I've absorbed loads of media that isn't just the games.
Yeah.
You fucking psychopaths. This is Halo 4. This isn't a video on Waypoint. This isn't a behind the scenes thing. This isn't bonus content. This is a game that's going to be overwhelmingly played by people who have only played Halo CE, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo Reach, maybe ODST, possibly not.
They don't know about the Didact and the Librarian, especially because all that shit was retconned in.
Yeah, that wasn't even based on anything original. That's so not what the Forerunners were.
It was all retconned in and only like in recently available novel trilogy, like the Forerunner saga stuff. And it didn't end up mattering.
No,
because
at all.
Because 343 received a poor response to that. No fucking shock. And so they killed the Didact off screen. No, they killed the Didact
in the game.
In the game, yeah.
In a cutscene. In a quick time event. In a quick time event.
And then the thing that they did was that you remember Spartan Ops in Halo 4 was building up like the next thing with like Joel Montama or whatever. And then in Halo 5, in the first cutscene of the game, or the end of the cutscene of the first mission, they just off him.
Awesome.
They spend the entire like Spartan Ops storyline building up this character as being like the new leader of like the new Covenant, and then Locke just two shots him and like just fucking blows his brains out in the first like the first cutscene of the first level in Halo 5, and it's just never mentioned again.
Fucking awesome. 343 are just so scared to commit.
They're just so scared to commit, and they're so insanely obsessed with like deep diving into the lore, but not really doing anything with it.
It's so wrong. You just shouldn't do that. It just shouldn't be the focus.
They deep dive into the lore, but then they just like do the most surface level things with it.
Just nothing. There is interest to be had in the lore in Halo. I was, and still, well, not anymore actually, but I was. Yeah. When I was younger, very interested in the lore. I soaked up a ton of it.
I'm interested in the lore from the original games before they retconned it.
Yeah. No. Yeah, that's the thing is, like, I knew about the Forerunners. I understood some of all this stuff.
The Forerunners were humans. Do you remember when Guilty Spark literally said that?
When he said in so many words,
you are a Forerunner.
Like, he said it.
Those are the exact words that came out of his mouth as he looked at John and said, "You are Forerunner."
It's the whole reason why in 1, like, because his role is, because having replayed Halo 1 recently,
yeah,
right, like, everything Spark says to you is just like sort of bringing you up to speed on the current situation.
Yeah,
before like the whole thing in 2 Betrayals,
because
he's just telling
expects
you, like,
you to already know.
When you ask, like, when Chief asks him, he's like, is what Cortana's saying about the ring being a weapon true? He's like, yeah, it does. It kills everything that's got enough bios. He literally says, but you already knew that. How couldn't you?
Yeah.
It's like, because he recognizes he's like, he doesn't seem to have a real concept of how removed humans are from what he remembers.
Yeah.
Because in that same cutscene, he's like, the last time you asked me, in your position, what would I do?
What was he cooking?
What was he cooking?
I still don't really know what he meant by that. What was he cooking?
What did he mean by?
Who was he talking to?
I assume he just means you, as in, like, not Chief specifically, but like just the last time that the Forerunners had to do this, they had this conversation with him because he sees Chief and he's like, oh right, one of the Forerunners.
Yeah.
And then it's like, no, they're these really boring aliens. Ugly, boring, gray and silver.
Do you know what the new lore is? Do you know what, like, the new version of the lore is? So in the new version of the lore, the Forerunners were a different species. Humans used to be spacefaring.
Yes,
and then they basically stumbled ass first into a war with the Forerunners because they were busy trying to colonize worlds to escape the flood.
That's right. No, okay, I did remember this.
And then the Forerunners beat the humans in the war, and as punishment for defying their bullshit, stupid empire, like evolutionary degrass humanity back to cavemen and dump them on some fucking rock.
Oh my god, that's so stupid.
And then a bunch of other bullshit I don't care about. And then as soon as the Foreigners were done with that, then the flood shows up, and they were like, "Oh shit!"
Oh shit!
Turns out humans weren't bullshitting us. But it's like, it literally is also confirmed in Halo 3 again when the Prophet of Truth directly acknowledges that humans are the only species that can operate Forerunner technology because they are Forerunners.
Because they are. Like, he says in his speech, like in that thing he says to Johnson as well, where he's like, I see why they left you behind, as in
your ancestors. He literally says your ancestors.
He's anyway. He does. He fucking it's so dumb. It's so dumb. So dumb. Fuck Halo 4. It killed my Xbox.
It killed my Xbox.
It did kill my Xbox. Halo 4 was the last thing I ever played.
I heard Space Battleship Yamato was good. I think it depends on what version of that you watch, because I think some of them are really... I think the original Space Battleship Yamato was really, really pro-nationalist.
Oh.
That's what I seem to recall being told about that anime. The old original version is really pro-Japanese nationalism in a not good way. But I wouldn't know that as a fact. That's just what I think. That's what I think I remember being told. What are we talking about?
I was about to ask how many times you've played through the Halo 3 campaign co-op on stream at this point. Is it just the one?
Just the one.
Just the one, right? I remembered you doing it. I couldn't remember because I was the next thing out of my mouth was going to be, when are we doing that?
Yeah, we can do that right now.
Let's
just do them in a weird order. We just do Halo 3 first, and then we don't do Halo 1.
Yeah, I don't need to play Halo 1.
I'm never I don't need to play Halo 1. Even with the fucking mod, I don't need to play Halo 1 again.
No. I
played
did
it enough, baby girl.
Yeah, no, I played through I played Halo 1 solo, and then my friend was like, "Hey, do you want to play some Halo? Do you want to play a bit of Halo? We haven't played some Halo multiplayer in a while." I was like, I was going to play some more of Halo 1, but I'm up to the library. And they were like,
"No.
I'll do that with you.
No.
We can do that together." And we got part way through it. And I was like, I remembered afterwards. I was like, I always have this when I play the library, which is not often, but like whenever I get through it, I get about probably a third of the way through the mission. I'm like,
This is
oh, this
terrible.
isn't so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't as bad as I remember.
You get a third of the way through the level, and you think you're halfway through.
Yes, exactly. You get like you're like, oh man, I'm kind of almost done already, and then it just keeps going for another 20 minutes. And by the end, I literally said, I was like, okay, I remember now. Is I was confusing that point earlier where I said it wasn't so bad with this point now at the actual end of the mission.
Yeah.
You're
like this
and
mission's
everything
not
in
that
between
long,
that,
and then it's like you
it's actually three times the length.
Longer than you think it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Awful.
No,
awful
you never remember until you're deep in it. But like Halo levels get like exponentially longer.
Yes.
Like near the end for some fucking reason.
The
Maw is like a 45-minute level. I swear to Christ.
Oh my god, the Maw is a nightmare. I didn't remember.
Maw is a fucking nightmare. It's arguably, in some ways, actually worse than the library.
It kind of is.
It is like the true breaking point for me. It's literally the last level of the game.
Even point out the place where it happened, but I genuinely got lost walking in fucking circles for like 5 full minutes.
I was
just going through those air vents and like just getting turned around.
When I was playing with Erin, I literally felt like I was like dragging her fucking dead body around trying to get through the Maw. It's so terrible.
It's awful. Just a horrible. That last room where you have to like do the whole grenade thing.
Oh my god, that is really the worst part because it's like.
Because you just have to go the same route 4 times.
Yeah, you just have to do it a million times, and like.
Because you have to get up there, pop the thing, ride across, throw a grenade.
Because your partner is like getting assaulted and like falling off shit.
Yeah.
Or like. Oh. And the thing is that like the longer you take in that level, because like your partner's getting lost or like not doing like their job right because like they're tired and they don't want to play this game anymore because they fucking hate it. The game just continuously spawns more and more and more flood.
Yeah.
So that you're like trying to conserve ammo, like so you can have rockets for the thing, and it's like it's just such a drag. And then once you finally get through all that, you still have to do the goddamn Warthog run.
Yeah, which
is really not hard, but it's just at that point you're like, yeah.
Oh, it's not hard except for the fact that the driving physics in Halo 1 are fucked.
That's especially because the Warthog you drive in the Maw is special.
Is it?
Yeah, the top speed of the normal Warthog is not actually fast enough to finish the Maw.
That's fucking funny.
So the Warthog that you drive at the end of the level is custom.
A special Warthog.
Special Warthog that goes fast enough because the top speed of the normal Warthog is I don't know if it's not fast enough to finish level. I think there's a jump at the end that it's not fast enough to clear. Yeah.
You couldn't have just made that jump smaller.
I don't know why they thought it would be simpler. I guess it is technically simpler to just...
It is simpler, yeah. No remap.
Tweak the land speed of the goddamn Warthog than it is to
That's so fucking funny.
Than it is to try to remodel and retexture like a portion of a level when they were like working on that game till the last minute to get it out the door.
Yeah, you can feel that they ran out of time.
You can feel that the game shifts down like 2 levels like I don't know, after like 4 or 5 missions. Once it starts repeating itself.
Yeah, I was literally going to say like cuz Halo 1 has like what 5 unique missions in it?
Yeah, basically.
No, okay, there's more because
it's technically less because parts of the Maw are just parts of the Pillar of Autumn.
And parts of Keys are literally just the inside bits from Truth and Reconciliation.
Yes, and then like,
and the outdoors bits are pretty fucking similar as well.
Oh yeah, because
it's just those canyon terrains.
Yeah, because 2 betrayals and
the other level is just
assault the control room backwards.
Backwards, except they add like a couple of new spaces, but. You know, mostly it's just going through that level.
There's like reverse. 4. Yeah, there's like 4 levels in the game.
Yeah, after the library,
the only like truly unique levels that have like no, like are never revisited. Like Halo, I'm looking at a list right now. Halo is never revisited.
Halo's never revisited.
Silent Cartographer and the library.
Yeah.
Oh, and Guilty Spark.
Yeah.
And 2 of those levels barely a level.
Yeah, Guilty Spark is barely even a level.
Yeah, it takes forever though.
takes for fucking ever, but like
Guilty Spark doesn't count because you actually play that level back and forth.
you do. You're right. Yes, you go in and you come back out again.
You go in, you come back out in the same way.
That is the point where it starts.
Yeah.
That's where it begins.
Like
Guilty
the
Spark
second half of
start,
Guilty Spark is exactly the point where the game downshifts into being like not good anymore.
Where we start remixing, except for the library, which does it all in itself because it copy and pastes the same fucking environment 3 times. You know that civvy bit? A lot of these areas are copied and pasted. Rooms, whole hallways, so it gets a little confusing.
Yeah.
That is the more.
That's
also keys. Keys is a fucking headache because those Covenant hallways are exactly the same front to back.
Yeah, and they're also like the size of a fucking box, and there's like 600 fucking flood in your dick about it.
The million little switchback corridors to go through levels between like the hangars.
Yeah.
Awful. Dog shit.
Cursed Halo just skip keys, does it?
Fucking. What could you even do? What could you even do with that? It's not the worst level. Actually, every level after Assault on the Control Room is the worst level. Assault on the Control Room is not a good level either.
Assault on the Control Room is actually a really bad level.
It
grinds.
That is where it starts. Assault in the Control Room is where it starts because you go through those fucking little box rooms.
Oh my god, you're right. Yeah.
So many times.
It's like three times. It's like 3 times in, and then when you do 2 betrayals, it's 3 times out.
3 times back out again, up and down elevators, going through those little crawl spaces. It's fucking awful.
It's fucking maddening.
It is impossible to tell how far you are through Assault in the Control Room because you can't navigate by anything.
Yeah.
Like what? How do you tell?
So there's really only 4 good levels in Halo. There's Pillar of Autumn, Halo,
which is good.
Truth and Reconciliation, and Silent Cartographer.
It's alright. Not my favorite.
And Halo and Truth and Reconciliation are just okay. So there's really only 2 good levels in Halo.
Yeah.
There's the Pillar of Autumn and the Silent Cartographer.
Silent Cartographer's problem to me is because you have to go all the way in and then do the thing to shut down the force field, then go all the way back around.
Yeah, but you can do it in the opposite way.
You can do it in the opposite way.
So there's, but
if you go to the other place first.
Yeah, Silent Cartographer is the only level that anybody really remembers.
It kind of, I mean, it's like it's the most unique one. Yeah.
It's because it was the prototype.
You can kind of see that.
I mean, like it was like the. I mean, you know, they wanted Halo to be like open world or whatever, and that obviously wasn't possible.
Yeah. No, man, imagine.
I mean, it was like not necessarily that it was a technological limitation, just a time thing. But you see traces of that in the level Halo and in the level Silent Cartographer, where you can technically tackle those objectives in like multiple fashions.
Yeah, I always finish Halo in the same order, where you end up on that one that becomes a firefight map.
Oh yeah.
I always do that last.
That's
it just feels natural to me. Yeah.
I always get lost in Halo because I never memorize that shit because it all looks the goddamn same.
It does all look the same. Halo's a fucking long mission as well, thinking about it.
Yeah, it's like a 15-20 minute mission.
The defend the little tower thing at the start, and then you do the warthog thing for the rest of it.
Yep. But
Halo 1 isn't that good.
That and Silent Cartographer were like the remnants of their concept of like giving the environment an open feeling.
Yeah.
And then 20 years later, they would sort of cite those levels as inspiration for Halo Infinite.
I was going to say, imagine if they did Halo Sandbox, but then I remember.
They did, yeah.
They did? I genuinely forgot. I don't think about Infinite much.
Technically, ODST was the first open world Halo game.
Yeah, it's true.
But it had those load screens and everything.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, a better game.
Yeah.
Come to think of it.
Easily.
Because it had Nathan Fillion talking about balls in it.
Talking about balls. What did he mean
balls.
by that?
What was he cooking?
What was he cooking? Just play ODST.
I think that's the funniest game, really. Because, like, Bungie was like, yeah, you know what? We really love Firefly here.
Yeah. It's so great how they did that.
Do you know Firefly is why they killed characters in Halo 3?
I did. You've told me that before, and that's so
Marty
fucking
O'Donnell
funny.
went to see Serenity, and he thought it was really good.
Yeah, you know, we should kill some people.
And he came back and looked at the script for Halo 3 and was like, this is bullshit. There's no real drama unless you kill characters. Thanks for that, dickhead.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks, man. You know, the writing in Halo 3 is my favorite part about it.
My favorite part of the writing in Halo 3 is how it fucking ignored everything in Halo 2.
It's time.
Awesome, you know what? We should make fun of 3 for 3 for that. That's a time-honored tradition.
It is. No, that's a classic fucking Halo thing. They've been doing that forever.
Been doing that since 2007, baby.
I really actually don't like the story in Halo 3 at all.
Because it's boring.
It's boring and like just not as like all of the interesting stuff from 2 is just gone.
Yeah.
I've lamented before that Truth fucking sucks in 3.
Yeah, but
not
it did have
helped
that
by
good
the change
scene.
of voice actor.
No, there was that good. There was that one scene that was pretty good.
Which one?
In the crow's nest level when he's fucking talking shit.
That's pretty good.
The thing about Halo 3 is that like mechanically it's bad. Like not mechanically, like the story is bad. Like overall, but like the reasons that you like Halo 3 is because of like the punchy one-liners every so often.
Yeah.
And that's like, yeah, it was cool when Johnson said that thing.
Yeah.
That's really all that Halo 3 has to offer, and like the soundtrack.
Yeah,
Halo 3 would be nothing without that soundtrack.
Who would Halo 3 be without that soundtrack? Genuinely.
Halo 1 would be like that too. At least Halo 3 had something to stand on.
It's true. What's the best level in Halo 3? What is it?
It's bitch.
Yeah.
It's fucking Crow's Nest or like the Covenant.
It is, isn't it? I was thinking. I think it's Crow's Nest.
It's Crow's Nest. I love Crow's Nest.
Crow's Nest is.
It's a really short. It's a short, snappy, punchy level.
Really
has a lot of interesting and fun combat encounters.
It's kind of amazing how much they're able to eke out of it, and it's like it does so much for just not being grey because it could have been.
Yeah, you know
the fact it's all in that kind of sandy beige just gives it an atmosphere.
I think the best thing about Crow's Nest is that it has like unit-wise, it has like a massive overabundance of brutes in it. Compared to most levels where it's like, here's two patrols of grunts. You're stealing my screwdriver right now. Get out. Oh, and it's like, you know, like 14 grunts, 2 jackals, and a fucking brute. In Crow's Nest, it's like, all right, buddy. Like when you get past the drone fight, it's literally just like brutes all the way down for like 5 rooms. It's just nothing but brutes.
Oh, that whole like the different levels and the crossing bridges and stuff. Oi, yeah, so good.
There's like when they give you a shotgun, and then it's just like there's like 9 brutes and a chieftain in that room, and then after you get through that room, it's like another like 12.5 brutes and a chieftain, and there's like 2 jackals on heroic.
Yeah.
And that's it. And then there's the jump pack brute encounter. So there's like 3 distinct like long form encounters with only brutes, and then you get back to a few like small skirmishes with some grunts, and then the level's over.
Yeah, it does end. It ends with just like that run to the elevator, doesn't it?
Yeah. After you beat the jetpack brute level or the jetpack brute encounter, you run down like 2 hallways with some jackals and some grunts. There's like there's 2 brutes, a chieftain, like
back in the control room.
There's like 2 brutes, a chieftain, and like 2 grunts in the control room, and then it's just nothing from there on. It's just basically the run, except for that part where there's a swarm of drones, and if you have the fuel rod or a well-timed grenade, you can get like a fucking kill tack on them. Oof. Which is good for your score.
Yeah.
And then it's just.
And then it goes into Salvo Highway,
which is a level.
It's a level. I was thinking it's a.
Salvo Highway is not that bad until you try to play it on fucking Legendary.
Oh yeah, I have done that. I was gonna say, have I ever done? I know I have, because one of the last things I did before my Xbox packed up was get EOD.
Yeah, you can Salvo Highway. You can run through most of it if you're fast enough. But there are like 2.
There's bits.
There's bits where you have no choice. There's like one or two combat encounters that you have to play. There's the one. Well, there's one where like there's a point where you have to get out of the warthog because the bridge is out.
Yeah.
And it would be fucking suicide to try to run through that next encounter without killing everything. And
all the brutes and the
not
race
sure
and
if you actually can.
I
don't know if there's something physically stopping you. There's a wraith there, so there's no way you could outrun a wraith on foot. Like there's no possible way you could escape a wraith on foot.
No, and it goes into like sniper towers after that as well. So like you have to. You really have to
clear that area so that you can get armor support. And then after that, you can run past the open circular area with the 3 wraiths. But if you do that, you have to. It doesn't matter what you do. You have to fight the last pack of brutes before you knock down the last shield barrier, because the level doesn't end until you kill all those brutes.
No.
There's no avoiding that fight.
No. I was thinking a lot of the levels in Halo 3 aren't like... There's not a lot of really bad levels in 3.
I'd say there's really no bad levels necessarily.
A lot of them are just kind of boring.
I'd say
kind of uneventful.
I'd say that Halo, the last level, is pretty boring actually.
Yeah.
Other than the Warthog run part.
Yeah. That's pretty good, but like everything up to that, the climb up, doing the whole assault in the control room thing again.
Yeah, but at least it's not like 10 years long.
No, it's true, but like that on Legendary is a fucking nightmare. Well,
Cortana's not as bad as people make it out to be, honestly.
No, level wise, it's all right.
It's
just
fine.
It's my least favorite. Probably,
it's nobody's favorite.
It's not
yeah,
awful.
but
it's not like the level design is fine. I hate so badly that fucking thing with the Cortana cutscenes. Painful on replays. I didn't like it the first time. Really, I wasn't enthused by it, and then every time you try and go back, going down corridors and just getting slowed to a crawl by unskippable monologues.
I've liked Cortana a lot better since I realized that out of one of the windows in the beginning of the level, you can see the fucking mausoleum of the Arbiter from Halo 2.
Oh fuck, can you? I've always kind of wondered, like, because you really don't get a lot of sense of continuity with what you see of High Charity in 2 from Cortana.
You can. There's the open area where you find the pelican that you fly out at the end of the level, which is one of the pelicans from the from the Inemerclad, yeah. At least I'm presuming it is. I don't know what the fuck else it would be. It has to be. There's no other logical
explanation. There's no way.
But it's a pelican from the Inemerclad, and I think from that area. And then once you get out of that like open hub, there's like a hallway with windows, or windows.
Yeah.
Out of that area as well, you can, if you look in the distance, you can see the outline of the mausoleum of the Arbiter.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
It's like far enough in the distance you can see it unscoped, and you can tell what it is if you remember what the mausoleum of the Arbiter looks like. But it's pretty easy to miss if you're not thinking it would even be there.
No.
And it never really draw any attention to it. Because any of the area that you traverse in Cortana is not any repeated geometry from High Charity in Halo 2.
No.
Which is a shame.
It is a shame. They could have done something. It would have been kind of fun to see like the really like destroyed and flood corrupted versions of some of those rooms.
It would have been cool to at least see one of those grab bridges again.
Yeah, those were good.
Yeah.
I like the High Charity levels in 2.
Except for the brutes in them.
Yeah, the brutes in 2 suck. They really suck.
No, Halo 3 doesn't really have it. That's why Halo 3 is like has the status that it has, because there's really no. Oh shit!
Oh hey!
Yo, thank you so much for the raid.
Oh, is Noah still here?
Hi, Hermit Studio. No, I couldn't read that for a second. Oh yo, you playing art? Dude, I love playing art. What are you drawing? Thank you for the raid. Welcome. Like Halo 3 has no bad levels in it. Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't say so.
Hype raid. Like Halo 2 has bad levels in it. Like.
Oh God, does it ever?
Halo 1 has bad levels in it. Halo Reach has I don't really think Halo Reach has bad levels in it.
No, I was gonna say I can't think of like the level where I'm playing Halo Reach.
You know
like,
what?
oh, I don't want to play this.
You know, I'd almost say like the level with the Scarifs has the what do they call them? The space flight level.
Oh, the space flight level. Yeah, once you're out
that
of those,
part
it's,
sucks. But like once you're in the Covenant ship, it's like all good.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because you can stock up on power weapons before you go there. Unless you're playing on co-op, because if you die in the space fight, you lose your weapons.
That's right. I wondered really why that was.
Fucking pisses me off.
I forgot. You know what? A friend of mine, we played through that on co-op recently, and he I don't think it was even intentional, but when there's 3 of you flying around in those things,
yeah,
he just like perfectly like 90-degree like perpendicular fucking shoveled me straight from the top.
Nice.
Just blew through me straight down. And I like killed us both. He blew me. Oh yeah, it is fun that I'm 2D and V is 3D. I do enjoy that.
Yeah, it's fun.
I like that. I'm 2D all the time. I'm 2D on my own streams as well.
That's right.
This is a concession of technology because I couldn't really be 3D here at the same time. But
I wonder if you could.
You've done that before, haven't you? There was something you had with Val that allowed.
Yeah, Val. Yeah, that's right. It was kind of weird though.
Yeah, I remember it. It looked a bit funny.
It is
what it is, but
all the everything about
it. I could see there was a process being applied.
Yeah,
but
it's the first time I did it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Halo 3
He's not normally a bunny, by the way.
Oh no, they were illustrating overlay assets. Nice. That sounds fun.
Oh, nice.
Halo 3 has no bad levels.
We're
Floodgate is pretty good.
Even Floodgate is alright because it's really short.
It's really short.
And like it's big open areas, and the Flood in 3 aren't terrible.
No.
They're like
mercifully most of the level doesn't have super forms in it.
Yeah, that's only right at the end, right?
Yep. And usually you just charge through that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can get away with that on Legendary, but sometimes it's really difficult.
Yeah, you got the elites with you who help.
Oh yeah, they can't help you.
They can't handle it on Legendary though. They really can't.
They can't handle it on fucking easy because their AI have no self-preservation routines.
Awesome.
You know how like any other AI will like jump out of the way of grenades or like hide behind cover when they're hurt.
They'll just take it.
They don't do that. They have no They have like super unsophisticated AI. I don't know why. Probably because they show up in 2 missions ever.
Yeah.
And so the elite AI are stupid. Like on higher difficulty levels in Floodgate, when they drop pod from the sky, by the time you can even get to them, they're already fucking dead. Because they'll just get overwhelmed by the flood.
Fuck them.
Yeah. Or they'll just sticky each other with grenades.
Yeah.
Hell, they'll stick you with grenades too.
Easily.
Happily. Yeah. The Arbiter has okay AI. I don't know why. Like, I don't know why they got like lazy with it.
Yeah.
I also don't know why elites only show up in 2 levels.
Yeah, kind of not making the most of them.
You know, and there's a cutscene at the beginning of the arc when it's like, look, humans and elites are sharing weapons, and then there's no.
Yeah, they're not even in that mission. Yeah,
they're not even in that mission, and there's no weapon. There's no like weapon sharing.
They're midway through Covenant, and then they disappear again.
Yeah, they show up in the 3rd tower in Covenant, and then you don't see anymore.
They drop off in the Green Phantoms.
Yeah, and then you don't see anymore for the rest of the game.
That's it. That's your lot.
That's right, folks. That's the conclusion of the huge schism arc in Halo 2.
Yeah, look forward to hearing more about that in Halo 5. And then that won't matter.
Because there's no elites in Halo Infinite. That's not true. There are elites. There are banished elites.
Oh, what the fuck ever.
Yeah,
fuck the banished. Fuck out of here.
Fuck the banished. Yeah, this
fuck
banished
the banished
elites is
no... Real.
You know they brought skirmishers back in Infinite?
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah,
why?
They brought skirmishers back. I don't know. They needed another unit. They didn't There's no drones in Infinite though.
Fuck you, doubly. Did they bring any other dumb shit back in Infinite?
No.
No, that's it.
There's new enemy types. There's one new enemy type with those little flying dickheads. They're basically just drone copies, but they use hard light weapons instead of plasma pistols.
Oh, right.
Those little things, little fangs.
Are they? Oh, do they still have Prometheans?
No.
Okay.
Not only
I was gonna say.
Not only
they have the hard light weapons, but not the guys who use them.
Yeah, the hard light weapons are Forerunner.
Yeah, the Forerunner gear, but not the Forerunner enemy.
There's Sentinels, like actual classic Halo 3 Sentinels.
Wow, Jesus.
I don't think you fight any of them though.
Oh, well, the Sentinels aren't very fun to fight anyway.
No, they're not. They were a pain in the ass in Halo 2.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no, it's mostly just brutes, occasionally elites, jackals,
Grunts.
hunters suck now.
Really?
They're so hard now.
Oh, good.
They're just super difficult, and there's like gold hunters now too, which are like double health and like fucking repeating heavy cannons. It's awful. It's so awful.
Yes. Go to hell. Fuck your whole
it's
life.
fucking awful. There's like, whenever I had to fight a hunter, I literally just spawn a tank, and I run them over with the tank.
Kill them.
Yeah.
Do it.
Well, you just actually the way to win is you get the troop transport warthog, and you in Halo Infinite, when you like clear sections of the map, you get like asset points, and like it's like a ladder. So like you know, at like level 5 you get like a battle rifle that you can just go to any base and just spawn yourself a battle rifle instead of having to find one. Yeah. And like it's progressively up, and then like you can spawn a rocket launcher, and then you get a troop transport warthog, and then you just keep spawning rocket launchers, and then you just get 5 fucking Marines all with rocket launchers, and then you just roll up.
And they just don't miss.
No, they don't miss. Actually, the most overpowered thing to do is to get the there's like unique variants for weapons, and the unique variant for the Sentinel beam is called the Arcane Sentinel beam, and it does like, oh Jesus Christ, like so much. Like I think you could probably strip out elite shields and kill it in like, I don't know, a second and a half, 2 seconds. It's like lightning fast, and like the trade-off is that it has low ammo count and shit.
Right.
But that doesn't matter for Marines. So you load up 5 Marines with that thing, and then you just park in the middle of a fucking base, and they just disintegrate everything. It's disgusting.
That's really
super
good.
broken.
That's hideous.
It's hideous. It's disgusting. It's super broken. It's fun.
I remembered the power of the passenger hog from like those old like videos I used to watch about Halo 3.
Yeah.
I don't remember who it was or like what it was called, but he had like just how to do like shit you're not really supposed to do in the missions, like that bit in Savo High where you have to get off the hog. He's like, here's how you get the hog past that.
Sometimes you can just do it.
Sometimes you can just do it, or like in Reach, when like on the only sword based mission where like you have to disembark from the hog as well.
Oh yeah, you can get around that.
He's like, and it's just like a little video, just showing that off in like kind of a cinematic fashion.
Yeah.
Just a bit high, bit of like high production value. And one of the things he made at one point was like, okay, the most powerful thing you can do, get like rocket launchers, fuel rod cans, any of it, give them to the Marines, get a passenger hog, load up, they will not miss.
Yeah.
They will destroy everything. Just ride through, they'll kill all of it.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that's still a thing.
It's still a thing. It's a viable legendary tactic.
That's really good. That's really good.
Do you remember in Halo 3 where you could trick the game into letting you board the anti-aircraft raids?
Yeah. Oh, I remember seeing that.
You have to like hold down, like crouch and board, and then melee them, and then like at the exact second that you melee them at a specific like
almost like frame perfect.
It's like frame perfect at a certain angle. You'll auto board the vehicle, and before it'll detonate. And then that breaks the level, and that's also almost a required legendary tactic, because the anti-aircraft Wraith, because you're not supposed to drive it, it doesn't have balancing. So you just hold down the trigger, and it'll just basically fire 6 fucking fuel rods in like a repeating fashion just forever.
Oh,
in the game, you'll see them being shot in like volleys, like you would actual anti-aircraft artillery. like the AI will like fire them in a pattern like you would expect it to actually work like that, like it's a volley, but it doesn't actually work like that mechanically because they didn't bother to. So you could just force fire it and then destroy everything in the rest of that section of the arc.
Just keep it going.
Or whatever level that is.
Oh, Swarm.
Is that the Covenant?
That's
the arc. That's the
Covenant.
arc. No, that's the arc because it starts on the beach. It's the arc first, and then that is the Covenant. No, that is the Covenant because the arc starts.
The arc starts with the
snipers. Yeah, that is the Covenant.
The arc is boring.
Well, the arc is boring except for the.
The arc has the scarab fight. Yeah, and then you go through that building.
That building sucks.
That's like that one map.
Yeah.
In multiplayer.
Oh yeah, it's because it's supposed to be that map is at the top of that tower.
Yeah, that's right. Because they got like the waterfalls and the sentinels and stuff in the distance.
Yeah.
You know, like that whole bit from when you arrive on Earth in Halo 2 is a multiplayer map.
Yeah, is it?
You know, like the courtyard you hold down and there's like a few bits of ruined building.
Oh yeah, that's a PC map.
It's just in there.
Yeah, that was a Halo.
Like a custom edition thing.
That was a Halo 2 Vista map.
Vista, that's the guy. Because custom edition was the Halo 1.
Yeah, that was custom edition. You know, they ported.
It seems like a Vista thing. I have actually played
it's a Vista map, yeah.
It feels like what I remember ever hearing of Halo 2 Vista, but I've played it on Big Team Capture the Flag.
Yeah, they added in a lot of that. They added in all that stuff. They've also been adding in maps from Halo fucking Online.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's fucked.
There's like this. There's like the smaller like L-shaped street map from Halo 2. Do you remember that one? It has like a warthog in it that it doesn't need to have on it.
I know that guy.
There's
what the fuck is that?
In Halo Online, there was a snowy version of that map, and they added that to Halo
3, right? Yeah. I don't think I've played that, but I did play the normal one of that. And the thing I've discovered, what that warthog is there for, is to run through those big doors on King of the Hill and just wipe a team.
That warthog is there to fucking bait you.
Just to be a problem. It's not any tactical advantage. It's just there to get like one
there so you can get a really cheap ass kill against somebody who spawns next to it and doesn't react fast enough. And you just fucking plasma the warthog and explode them.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Fuck out of here. Yeah, that map's kind of weird though, because it's really big and it's kind of just like a normal city.
Yeah. Yeah, that a lot of the Vista maps were built for larger. It's like Halo Custom Edition had like those super ass huge maps that were for like 24 players.
Yeah. Like those really massive, like Death Valley or whatever the fuck it's
Death
called.
Valley and that's the big one.
It's like Infinite or something. They got another one of those,
yeah,
and like that one
the one that's actually shaped like this, and
that got turned into a map in Halo Reach. That got added on with the DLC that came out when Halo Anniversary came out. Oh my god, why do I still remember all that off the top of my head? I remember individual DLC packs for these fucking games.
Whatever. To be fair, that wasn't just DLC. Those were also the maps that came with Halo
were the
Combat
multiplayer
Evolved
maps.
Anniversary.
Yeah, that was it. But
you also would just like $15 download for Reach if you weren't a sucker.
Fuck. The way it literally just like hooked into Halo Reach multiplayer, but just for those maps.
Yeah, it's fucking funny.
Then they did do anniversary multiplayer for Halo 2. Sort of.
I mean, to be fair, that was always included with MCC, so you could also just play normal Halo 2 too.
Yeah, it's really funny that they have both of those to me.
Yeah.
Very strange. Really strange. Like that they recreated Halo 2 multiplayer, but then
they added
also there's 2 anniversary. They added an assault rifle and a suppressed SMG, and like, why?
And everyone was like, cool, thanks.
Thanks. It's quite fun to play.
Yeah, it's
if you ever get a
really
lobby of it,
fun,
it's pretty good. It's actually like kind of sort of is the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Which is why you will never find a populated lobby of it.
I used to play. It used to be really populated for me. I used to play a lot of it.
I have I've had shitty luck ever trying to find. I mean, unless you deliberately filter for games that aren't reached in 3, you'll never play any.
Well, just filter for games that aren't reached in 3.
Yeah. No, I was thinking like just if you just queue up for any, you're always gonna get reached.
I don't be doing that shit. I can't be taking that.
No, it's never worth
Yeah,
it.
let me
Sometimes
play
I'm like,
Halo.
if I
Let
just
me play Halo Reach SWAT real quick. No.
Sometimes I'm like, if I just really want to play a game and don't want to sit in the fucking queue for like 5 minutes, I'll just be like, I'll roll the dice. Give me something. Almost always I get reach. If not, I get 3. Never anything
The
else.
King of the Hill Reach. Okay.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thanks, man. You'll never get Combat Evolved. You never will.
That's because nobody plays Combat Evolved.
Nobody plays. Fuck.
All right, let's go home.
Let's go home. Get out.
Everyone, get out. Thanks for coming. Stream.
Yeah.
Maybe on Friday. I don't know. It depends on if I survive that long.
Yeah.
Let me find someone to raid.
A thing I almost said today, I figured you wouldn't want to because I know we don't have to get behind on these, but like a standing offer, like I did when you were moving house that time, is if you're ever unable to do a Toku Tuesday, I'll just stream something else in the time slot.
But it's Tuesday, isn't it?
But a Tuesday, I'll do the substitute teacher thing and cover.
We'll just put on a video. That's probably what I'm gonna do this weekend. I'm just gonna put on a fucking video.
Come in, wheel out the VHS player.
All right, guys, we're gonna watch a video here.
Gonna put on a movie.
You're gonna put on a movie. Hold on, I'm getting a raid ready.
Yeah.
You guys know what I'm gonna raid, right?
I'm almost certain.
It's fuck else is it gonna be? Like,
fuck, who else?
Fucking,
who else?
Who else is on?
Fuck with you.
Who else would fuck? Who else is on? Yanners. Oh wait, Pearl's on. Never mind.
Oh.
I'll raid Pearl.
That works.
I'll raid somebody who doesn't have 10 times as many fucking followers as me, and everybody who follows this channel should already follow them. You fucking better be anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna send you guys over to Pearl. She's playing Pokemon Crystal. Please go follow her. Her debut was 2 days ago.
Oh yeah, I didn't recognize the name, but yeah, Pearl.
Yeah, I'll see you guys on Friday. Bye, everybody.
Yeah, I'll see you next week. Bye, everyone.
You might be there on Friday.
Oh, I might be there on Friday as well.
Jay might be there on
Friday.
Friday.
I'll see. Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.